We've got the second kit with Sarah. We're going to have so many treats jam-packed in, and anything you're looking for, let me know. Tourmaline is coming up. We'll see you in just a wee sec.
Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Nice to have your company. My name's Elena. I'm with you for the entirety of this morning and then some. Is my mic not on? You can't hear me. You can't hear me. Jan, if I speak really loud, they could hear you. Do you want to take over for a second?
Morning. Yeah.
Say about what we've got coming
Tanzanite.
up.
We've got some beautiful tanzanite. It's graded tanzanite and it's absolutely fabulous. I can spy some lovely pearls. Yeah, it's going to be good.
And can I just say, Jan is back after. I know you've all been requesting her. Sorry, I didn't turn my mic on this morning.
It's not.
It's still not on. What's going on then? Let me show you the
jewellery.
graded tanzanite.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Look at the tanzanite because it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Jan.
It's breathtaking,
you are my
isn't
voice
it?
This morning.
You tell me and I'll relay.
No, in fact, I'm going to show the piece of jewellery first. 65 carats
65 carats.
of AA graded tanzanite.
Double A graded.
Double
A graded tanzanite.
tanzanite.
Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Wow.
Isn't it absolutely amazing? And you might think they're just getting one. You say we're not getting just one.
We're not just getting one. We're getting lots of them.
Getting one of these, Jan, aren't we?
They are beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? That colour is just phenomenal.
Everything. Right.
And the size of them are beautiful as well, aren't they? Look at them. They're gorgeous.
17 by 12 millimetres. That's what they're going to. Can you repeat?
17 by 12 millimetres.
Talk about the pearls. We've got some pearls.
We've got some beautiful pearls coming up. They're absolutely good. I can see them from here. And with the tanzanite, pearls and tanzanite, classic combination, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's all good. Beautiful tanzanite, beautiful pearls, beautiful kits, beautiful Elle, with a beautiful voice when you can hear her. It's going to be good.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh!
Yay!
Say good morning, Becky's behind me as well. There's Becky sorting me out. Thanks, Becky. Live television, everybody. This is what happens when you've got a presenter who doesn't pick the right mic up, basically. Was that my fault, Ollie? I think it was, wasn't it? Okay. Yes, so what we were saying, we have, I think for the first time ever, Jan, got graded tanzanite coming your way as today's deal of the day. It's a huge auction. We've got 248 in terms of quantity, so it's not huge in terms of quantity, but I think for the first time ever that we've actually brought graded tanzanite here at JewelleryMaker. I'm going to be talking about what determines the grading system, where it originated from. Obviously, I've got references to show you as well from the GIA, so we'll be talking about that through the course of the auction. Really excited to be able to bring it to you this morning as well, and stunning pieces of jewellery which have been created as well. So, and by the way, oh sorry, just got watery eye. It's not beyond most budgets. It's going to be affordable. I mean, if you're thinking, oh, well, Eleanor, it's going to be hugely priced because there's so many on the strand, then maybe it's not within my budget. Just tune in to the deal of the day or stay with me. Believe me, it's actually not... It's not as considered as what we might imagine. But we've also got some amazing pearls coming up. They've literally just, they're on their way over right now, but they are huge, breathtaking and perfect. We've got Keshi pearls. We've got abalone shell in the actual kit itself. We've got sterling silver wire. Well, it's the return of the Pearly Queen, everybody. I haven't given a proper introduction this morning, have I? Jan, my darling, it's so nice to have you back.
It's so good to be back. I feel like I've been gone for ages.
You have? Where have you been?
I've been busy. I've been moving house.
Is that a good enough excuse, jewellery makers? What do you think? Do you think we're going to let her off with that? I've been busy. We're all busy, Jan.
But I'm back now.
You are back now?
I am back now.
Better late than never.
Thank you.
After all, so we're really excited. Look, messages coming in. Nick in Bridgend. Jan, you're back. I've missed you. Hope you enjoyed your break. I don't know if it actually was a break, to be honest. Sounds like she's been pretty stressed.
It's been a bit stressful at times, but
Moving house.
yeah.
Moving house.
Yeah.
Jacqueline in Lancashire says, hi all, hurrah! Jan is back. Great to see you after your break. Look forward to gorgeous designs and a great show. Love, Jackie. I'm looking forward to it as well. It's going to be really... Well, you know, you're allowed to cry as long as they're happy tears.
Oh yeah.
As long as they're happy tears. JewelleryMaker, it is going to be amazing. Like I said, sterling silver. We've got amazing strands of pearls. This is the one to watch. I truly believe that. Abalone in the kit, plus so much else. And for the first time, I don't believe we've ever done graded tanzanite, have we, here at JewelleryMaker? I don't believe so. You might have done, and it not be graded on the actual graphics maybe, and you think, oh, well, that's graded quality. However, for the first time, this is official. It's on our graphics. I suggest anybody that does get the deal of the day does download that certificate of authenticity. Now, should we get this show underway? I think we should. I'm going to start with some gorgeous labradorite. Oh, look. The pinks. I wonder if you can see all these pinks. I hope so. I really hope so. The amount of pink, which is the rarest colour to get in labradorite, that's coming through all of these beautifully faceted plain rondelles. What am I talking about? They're not faceted plain rondelles, they're plain rondelles. Come on, Elle. Get your head in the game. Get it together. I know. What's the matter with me, Ollie, this morning?
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Aren't they stunning? Look at the colours. Every single one, Jan.
They're gorgeous.
It's got that amazing phenomenal effect. But... and then some. You know, we've started grading our gemstones like tanzanite, as we know, which has been launched today, our opal and our labradorite. Now, this is one of the strands that might well have slipped through the net, because this would be graded. You know, when you've got iridescence, when you've got that performance of colour to the amount and the scale that you're seeing on this strand, then it'll definitely warrant that grading system. 6x2 to 7x3 millimeters, flashes of colour, and it's an entire 24 centimeters of very, very, very universally sized labradorite. What on earth is this price tag? My goodness. I tell you what, Rob is producing me this morning, and can we welcome him, by the way, to the morning show? Yeah, I know you've done a few morning shows, Rob, but officially now, this is where we're going to be working together, isn't it? So he wants us to set the tone, I think, Jan.
I think so, and with that, I mean, you know, he's setting the bar.
He's raising that bar, isn't he?
Is, yeah.
Exceedingly high. What a way to start your day. $7.95 for labradorite of this quality.
Like I said, for that quality, it's so beautiful. And it's nice to have the plain as well in the labradorite, because it doesn't need that faceting really, does it? It's just
not when you've
stunning.
got quality like this.
No.
I totally agree with you. Some gemstones need the encouragement, need the enhancement of the faceting process. But when you've got quality like this, you know, leave it plain. Leave that sort of external surface to really show off the quality and the amount of those mica inclusions already multi-bias. And I don't blame you. You don't often actually see the plain rondelles like Jan was just saying. They tend to be either faceted or even cabochons or slabs. So nice to get a really wearable size.
Yeah, they're great because, excuse me, they're great for sort of channel setting. You can make a channel set bangle with those because they're a lovely size. Great with some of the pearls that we've got coming as well. Just sort of placed in between the pearls.
Amazing with pearls. Because you're going to get the pearlescence and the iridescence of the actual labradorite. You're going to get a flash
of the labradorite in between the pearls.
Oh, I love that idea. And then because these aren't faceted as well, it's the continuation of that smooth nacre surface. Really love that idea, Jan. And the perfect size for pretty much all of the strands that we've got coming up. So get hold of this. Get it whilst you can because it's very busy. And we will be very busy. Again, it will look amazing with the labradorite. Sorry, with the tanzanite.
It looked beautiful with tanzanite. I mean, some of the strands that we've got coming up today, I did have a little sneaky peek in the box. And that's going to, well, it's going to go in pretty much anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Liz and Kent, ooh, lovely, lovely labradorite. How pretty it would look wonderful in a simple bracelet, so I could watch it all day. Nice to see you back, Jan. That's from Liz.
Thanks, Liz.
Yeah, approaching a sellout, so do make sure you make those confirmations. Massive, massive congratulations to you. Now, I've got a last in stock opportunity coming your way. Absolute last in stock. So do we need to be sort of, you know, on the starting lines, Rob? Be on the phones already? Okay. If you love your opal, be on the phone lines, because honestly, I just cast my eyes to the left and it's just down by here and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's incredible. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, I saw this morning.
Did this catch your eye?
Well, I was rummaging through the boxes, just having a look, and took it out and sort of wandered off with it and said to Becky, Becky, I've forgotten which box it came out of, because I just got transfixed with it.
Isn't it amazing? Look
So
at the
beautiful.
amount of play of colour. My goodness. You know, we talk about what do we aspire to, and what's the ultimate in Ethiopian opal. I'm going to go as far as saying you're pretty much looking at it, because gemologists will agree anything over 80% play of colour is regarded as exceptional. Now, I don't know about you, I'm looking at gemstones, they're individual solitaires, which have got way above 80% play of colour across the surface, and even from a distance you can see, soft focus as well. You know, you can see the flashes of reds, the oranges, the yellows, and the blues. I'm not shadowing it like most opal would actually need here in the studio, because we've got hundreds of lights, as you can see all above me, hundreds of lights here in the studio. That's so you can see me and Jan. That's not really benefiting the gemstones, especially the opal. It actually hinders opal because it can actually drown it out. This doesn't need any sheltering or protection whatsoever. So can you imagine this in your own two hands, you know, maybe around your own décolletage, or can you imagine the comments that you're going to get wearing quality opal like this? Because there is a big difference between one opal and another.
It's one of the best strands of opal I've ever seen. It is so beautiful, and I picked it up and wandered off with it because it's mind-blowing how beautiful it is.
It really is.
Gorgeous.
Really, really, really is mind-blowing. The quality that you are getting here. I'm just going, oh my goodness. I tell you what, does it get any better than that? I don't think it does. I tell you what, I really don't think it does. How many would you put into some earrings, Jan?
Oh, probably 3 in an earring with one of the pearls would look beautiful. Just a pearl and maybe one opal. Just one pearl, one opal, just to get that flash of that colour. That's all you need, because they're really sizable as well.
They are really sizable. I've got opal earrings, which Ethiopian opal earrings, and they are amazing. And quality like this, and I love them. I was actually gifted them. And I've got an opal, which isn't quite so spectacular in its performance of colour, and you can really see them worlds apart. As soon as I open my jewellery box, you know, I'm drawn straight away to that Ethiopian opal with all of the colour. I mean, it's fabulous, isn't it?
Amazing.
Already loads of you are showing interest. Now you do need to check out those baskets though. Please, I'd go as far as saying do your research. I've actually been asking Scott Stone earlier on for certain books on opal that I can share with you here at JewelleryMaker. Ultimately, it's all about the play of colour in terms of its valuation. We're going to take this to last in stock opportunity, clearance price $59.95, first come first serve. The reality is, Jan, going back to those earrings that you just said, what would you charge for a pair of say pearl and opal and these opal
if I
earrings?
got a pearl and just one of those opals on each one, they're going to be £30–35 earrings.
Just one.
Got to be.
One gemstone.
Just one of those and a pearl in each ear.
Yeah. And look, I mean, 2 pairs of earrings and you've covered your costs, haven't you?
Yeah.
You physically, I absolutely, adamantly believe that you couldn't, I don't think you could buy opal of this calibre, of this grade, in any other retailer. Hang on a second, look. Are you noticing something? This is actually glitter. which I was a bit rebellious with the other day. And I said, you know what? Ooh, I'm going to be daring. I'm going to have one glittery nail. But I'm just thinking, look at the play of colour. The play of colour is like the actual nail itself. Wow. We're over allocated. Isn't it, Jan? It's like the glitter.
The colours in there. But that strand is just
amazing.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely amazing. Well done. You're going to love that entire sellout. I'm not surprised by that. More or less, sorry. There's literally a couple of people on the phone line. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Okay, should we do the kit? Yeah. Should we take a mosey over to our lovely Jan? Because I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a cutch with her. Now, the sterling silver wire is separate. Do you mind me bringing my cup of tea with me? Oh, sorry, sterling silver wire is in the second kit. Yeah, but we've got the wire separate in this kit as well. Do you mind me bringing my cup of tea with me? It's been quite frantic this morning, isn't it?
It's been a bit
Ollie says,
hectic.
Don't argue with pregnant women.
I wouldn't dare. I'm not as green as I am cabbage looking.
Say that again.
I'm not as green as I am cabbage looking. That's what my nan always used to say.
I love that expression. Yeah. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Hey, I am not moody. I don't get angry. I'm only joking. I am joking, honest.
Step away from the L.
Right. Jan?
Yeah, there's lots of it, isn't there?
Oh my goodness. There is a lot. I mean, how many pieces of jewellery have you made? Did you not move house at some point as well?
I did.
Did you have to buy a bigger house because you accommodated this kit?
Yeah, pretty much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And I've got lots left.
And you've got loads left.
Yeah.
Now, this kit includes the beautiful abalone.
It is, yeah, it's beautiful.
Now, this is totally natural. Totally natural. Abalone sometimes is actually put within sort of like a sort of resin, if you like, back to back on certain beads. Absolutely beautiful. This has got that, you know, real ocean shape, obviously, because that's where it actually comes from. And look at the fantastic iridescence that you're seeing. You can actually tell that it's totally natural, can't you? You can actually see the formation of the mollusk itself. Now, I was watching a documentary on abalone the other day. Yeah, interesting, about diving, and it's illegal to dive for abalone because they're so protected.
Right.
It's not a sustainable source, so it is illegal to just dive for them. So we source our abalone in an ethical way. They're farmed basically in the same way that pearls are, exactly the same way that pearls are. So you can purchase from us with absolute confidence. Aren't they gorgeous?
They're so beautiful, and you can see the sea.
Yeah.
You can imagine them in that environment, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
They're just beautiful.
Again, this with pearls, Jan.
Oh.
I'm going to be talking about pearls quite considerably because Jan is here in the studios, obviously. But you know, just this as a pendant with a couple of pearls either side, just amazing. Beautiful. So stunning, and the warmth of the pink coming through, and it's absolutely huge. 38 by 56 millimeters in size. So it's one of the largest abalones that we've ever actually brought you. And you've sort of wire caged it there, Jan.
I have. You don't want to cover the gemstone too much. You just want something to hold it in place and just let it shine. Really.
Yeah, let it do its, let it show off, be the, you know, the star of the show. Now I need to pick up the pace, pick up the ante, because we've got so much more to bring you. Now where do we start? I'm going to start with the shells. These are fab. Do you know why? I just think, you know, they're not taking themselves too seriously. Yep. They're a bit of fun. It's all about colour and pattern and quite 1960s, I think.
They are. They're beautiful, and like you say, all that colour in there. For the summer, perfect for the summer.
Yeah.
And again, you put them on some cord. I've made just simple rings with them, as well as sort of earrings and they're just beautiful.
These are fun, aren't they? They're like little bubbles.
Yeah. They're really cute, aren't they? And the colours in there are really lovely as well. You've got that flash of pink in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Gorgeous. What else do we have? Some lovely agate here. I'm going to struggle to hold all of these, you know. Gorgeous blue agate. These are 8mm plain rounds. Then I've got some gorgeous wood, which is... I'm just trying to see what type of wood it is. Bayong wood, yeah, I should know because it's quite ready. Bayong wood, so quite walnut-like. These are 10 mil. Then I've got white wood, which are carved rondelles. So these are stunning. I love what you've done with these, Jan. Absolutely love what you've done with these, Jan. I've not seen it before. It reminds me quite of sort of Arabian Nights turbans and...
Yeah, we were saying earlier they've got like little lanterns as well.
Yeah.
But I can see where you're coming from, sort of that Arabian Nights sort of feel to them.
Yeah, they are quite oriental, aren't they? They're fantastic. So you really using the actual carving of the rondelle itself. I've then got incredible... Ooh, aventurine, yes, carved aventurine. I went blank for a second then. I've got, these are totally natural, 230 carats, and they are 10 millimetre round. I've got a double strand of amazing iolite and a double strand of gorgeous magnesite. So in total, you're getting 10, oh hang on, and another cabochon. Red agate, or a connector, isn't it lovely? Yeah. So this is a kit which just keeps on giving.
It does, it goes on and on and on, and it allows you to make lots of different styles of jewellery. So you've got something in there to please everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
I mean, this is like, to me, this is a really, really, really supreme quality bundle.
Yeah, it's a real good stash builder.
Yeah.
I mean, to work them together is perfect and they're beautiful, but as a stash builder, it's wow.
Yeah,
you know.
Amazing. And the fact that you're getting the abalone, which are usually 2 for what? 19, 95, £20 about. We should be bringing it to you all at £43.50.
Wow.
That's for what, 10 strands? 10 strands, 8 strands and your 2 cabochons to be more precise, to be honest. Well, that's working out at less than £5 each if we left it at £43.50. How about less than £3 each? Yes, that abalone is less than £3.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible deal there.
Wow.
So, yeah, basically 10 different gemstones.
For that price. So that's what, £2.80, £2.79
each
per item.
Per item, for your iolite, for your abalone, for your shell, for your bayong wood, for your white wood, for your aventurine. What else did we have in there? Carved flowers, for your agate, you know, all of the intricacy, all of the... I mean, you've taken one gemstone there, Jan.
Yeah, and that ring, I'd sell that ring for sort of £20.
Yeah?
£15, £20 for me.
Absolutely, yeah, you've got your money back almost off one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Andrew was saying perfect stash builder.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is, absolutely. But like I said, these abalone shells, we normally retail 2 for about £20. You know? There's how many carats? 960 carats in total, but obviously that's excluding your shell, that's excluding your abalone, because they're not measured in carat weight, they're measured in millimetres. So you've got almost 1,000 carats there.
It's amazing when you think I've made
I've
made 16 pieces of jewellery, and yet I've got all of that left. I've got tons left over.
Tons.
Lots and lots of gemstones. I've got all that left over, so I could probably sort of pretty much, you know, have a go at making some of those pieces over and over again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
I'm just going to pop that behind me, Jan, because I can't physically get to everything here because there's so much. I'm surrounded. And I love how you just take one gemstone. That's all you need in your rings.
Yeah, and that's the thing. For me, what I do is, because I sell, and I know not everybody does sell, but I'll look at a strand and I'll think, OK, how can I maximise the profit from that? So for me, taking one gemstone off that strand, making a ring, selling it for sort of £10 or £15, that's it then, you know. That's
a really lovely idea. See, I've never seen that done with shell before, one of our shell gemstones before. And like I said, just literally one.
Just one.
Just
on a bangle with some wire, some of the wire that's coming up.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're good to go.
Julian Dorset is saying, morning, wow, that's a brilliant gemstone bundle. Love the colours. Great designs, Jan. So good to see you back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back.
Lots and lots of love for our Jan, of course. I can't believe that we're talking about £2.79 each per gemstone or per strand or cabochon. We've got loads in baskets. Check out those baskets, because I think the quantity that we had of these, there was only 71. Which actually is not a huge amount. Again, if you think about it, like really, the abalone shell would be at least £10.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if I was at home and I was able to get, I'd be gutted if I didn't get it, because it's so beautiful. I mean, the highlight is just phenomenal. You know, the aventurine is beautiful. they're all just phenomenal strands.
Do you know, it's hard to pick a favourite piece, but I'm loving what you've done with this white wood, just because it is so different to anything that we've seen before.
And I'll be honest with you, wooden beads for me, it's not usually, I'm not usually drawn to them. But when I got these, I sort of looked at them and thought, they're beautiful, and they're beautiful to work with as well, because you've got those ridges on there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
perfect.
So you've got that natural anchor point, haven't you? So anybody that's maybe new to wire, they really benefit you. And if you're thinking, oh, I like what Jan's done with that wire there, that's really clever, maybe very fine gizmoing. Aha, actually, it's not. It's this gorgeous special wire that we have recently launched. It is absolutely amazing. Now, Rob, my producer, actually asked Jan, did you make this morning? Because he'd never seen it.
Nope. It is absolutely beautiful. It's the wire, but then there's the really fine sort of coil on top of it.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
It gives so much texture as well.
And such a real consistent coil.
Yeah.
You know, you'd find it very difficult to get that perfect coil. Which one am I starting with? Which one? Is it all together like this? But all of this? Hang on. Hang on a second. I thought this was in 2 parts.
Well, there's so much of it.
You're getting everything.
Wow.
I'm going to start with the normal wire, and then we can go on to explain our special wire. This is 1.2, I say normal, 1.25 gauge. So in your beautiful gold coloured round wire, and I say gold colour, it's more of a champagne, isn't it?
It's very soft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful colour. Great gauge as well to go with these wires, because if you gizmo it, you've got that structure to sort of work on.
Yeah. You don't actually need any gemstones with your 1.25 because you can hammer it, you can texture it, you can do all sorts, can't you? So it is a very beneficial wire. You get 10 metres in total of this, of your, I want to call it champagne coloured rather than gold, because it's not a buttery gold, is it?
No.
It is a little bit more subtle, I suppose, a little bit more classy.
Yes.
If you can imagine.
Yes, just like us, eh?
Yeah.
Just like us, eh?
Like us, eh?
How classy is that?
I can't do Brummie accents. My brother thinks I've got a Brummie accent though, Jan.
Well, that's when you go back home. I suppose that people hear it, don't they?
No, yeah. No. They obviously pick it up. Right. Let's show you everything that we've got. I'm going to have to bring the should be price onto your screen because they are absolutely flying, folks. You're getting all of your special wire, and I'll go through that individually. I'll go through that in a second. $21.75.
That's amazing.
But we're not even stopping there. £3 per spool, Rob is telling me in my ear. $14.95, but we have got only 69 in stock. Wow. I'm going to assume that everyone's going to want to get the kit and the wire right now. In fact, there's going to be a couple of people who are going to be disappointed on the wire, sadly. We had 71 of the kit and 69 of the wire only, because they go perfectly hand in hand. And what an amazing delivery this will be.
Absolutely. I mean, to get both of them together is perfect because they work perfectly together.
Yeah.
And again, I've got all that left over. I've got absolutely tons of it left over. And it's such a beautiful wire.
We're actually over allocated. No, not at all. I need to give you the specifications of what you're getting before it sells out completely. We've been getting so carried away, Jan. So in the gold and the silver, so it's got the silver core and the gold coil, 10 metres you get of that, and it's 24 gauge,
0.5,
which is 0.5.
Yeah.
You've got your gold and then the red here in 24.5.
Yeah.
Then on the smaller spools, which are both 10 metres as well, they're just a finer gauge. These are the 28, which is your 0.3. If you're wondering, oh, 0.3, well, normally it's 0.4. Think about the coil, basically. Yeah. That's what makes it that little bit different. It is going to sell out.
I'm not surprised because it's beautiful.
70 in baskets and 7 left. Yeah, that doesn't work out, does it?
Even I can do that math.
Yeah, I'm rubbish at maths, and I know 70 doesn't go into 7 at all. Not at all. Well done to each and every single one of you. What a great start to the show. Fabulous, absolutely fantastic. You'll love that wire as well if you've not seen it before. And the champagne colour goes beautifully with the actual new wire as well. So they do match absolutely perfectly. Stunning. Jan, what was your favourite piece?
Oh, I think actually the lanterns. Well, I call them lanterns.
Those
little
they are really cute. They kind of remind me of little puffies. Do you call them puffies in your house?
No, I don't know. It depends what they are.
No, little
Puffies.
little puffy things that you sit on.
Chairs, you mean?
No, not chairs. Not chairs.
Poofs.
You get
Like
poofs.
footstooly.
That's what I said.
You didn't say poof, you said puffy. You confused me. I'm sorry.
Sorry, so you go poofs.
Poof. A poof.
My goodness, 1/2 and already
Oh,
we're off. Yes.
Anyway.
No, those little things.
I know what you mean now.
Footstools, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I love the fact you've got such variation. I mean, again, those colourful shells with the flower print again.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Just simple. Look how beautiful that is. So effective. How have you suspended those in there?
I've just wrapped the... actually, what I've done is you can take the outer coil off the wire. So what I've done is I've taken the outer coil off some of the wire and used the coil itself, if you know what I mean. And then I've used the wire again then to add on the
so
drop.
you can take that coil apart?
You can take them apart.
Okay.
If you want to, and then use that fine sort of gizmo coil then for something else.
So isn't that effective? Because you literally look like they're floating.
Yeah.
They look like they're floating. Okay, amazing. What is it that you're going to be demonstrating for
I'm
us?
going to show how we do those little
lanterns.
poofs.
Poofs. Amazing.
Okay.
Good. I'm excited about that.
There they are.
I love them. They're so
And
cute,
they are
these
beautiful.
little beads. Shall I get a black board for you?
Oh, that might be...
Do we need a black board, Ollie? Yeah? I'll find a black board so that everyone can see it home. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Thanks. I could have done
There you
that.
are.
Save you bending down there.
It's all right. Bend at the knees rather at the waist. And I'm
Right.
okay.
So we use one of our little pumpkins or carved shape. They are beautiful.
That's what Mark was calling them, actually, pumpkins.
Yes. That's when you look at them. And because they've got these little ridges on them, perfect just to guide the wire in. So if you are new to wire work, as Al said earlier, perfect start. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of the 0.5, the thicker gauge, and I suppose about sort of 8 or 10 inches will do it. Probably won't need that much, but then all we're going to do is pop that through the centre and leave a little tail here because we're going to use that to make a wrap loop. And then we literally just guide the wire through those little ridges there, okay? And as you guide that through, hold that in place and then pop that through. And it's really technical now. So what we do now is we find the next one, pop it through there. And pop that through. And you literally just keep repeating that all the way around until you've completed all of those ridges. You can hear that wire going through.
It's actually catching, but it does pull through.
And again, like any other wire, you know, you can run it through your fingers, smooth it out, so you know it's...
Feed it through.
Yeah, work it. I'd say don't be afraid of it. Work, if you've not worked with it before, work it how you would any other wire. It's just, it adds texture to a design.
Yeah, it just might need a little bit more encouragement, I suppose, because it's naturally going to catch.
And because I'm using the thicker gauge, what we've got to do is just make sure that that's going to fit through. So you just literally just keep doing that. I've got one more to go. If when you get to this point, because we've put it through a few times, this is getting a little bit full in there, what we can do, sorry, let me just get a, if you've got an awl or something, you can just sort of pop that through.
Put your bead reamer.
Or your bead reamer or something like that. Just pop that through, just to open that up and make a little space to pop in that last one. There you go. And again, guide that through so it sits nicely there. So now what we've got that completely wrapped.
Look how beautiful that is.
But we've got the little pieces of wire each side. So I'll cut that off, keep that little section.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't waste that nice wire.
So now what we're going to do, we're going to do wrap loops, but I didn't want to wrap it with the wire because that would make it sort of a bit chunkier. So I'm going to show you how you take off that outer coil if you want to, okay? What you need to do is obviously make sure you don't cut the inner wire. You've got the red wire going sort of through and then the gold over. So what we need to do is just take some pliers, flush cutters, snip the top coil a couple of times and then that will slide off. So now you see you've got that little sort of bit of, oops, there. So you've got that little coil there And if you do that in a long section, that's what I use for the earrings. So you've got that little coil there. Okay. So again,
cut that one section.
Just there. Make sure you don't cut through the wire.
Tell you what, this wire is great value then, because you're actually getting kind of 2 for 1, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean you can do it in longer sections, but just to sort of show you again, just snip it. And I find if you snip 2, it comes off easier. If you snip 1, you sort of might struggle a little bit. So we're going to just that last little bit there. There.
Really impressive. The fact, it's strong, it's secure, and you're not
brilliant.
It's not damaged the inside red wire at all.
Not at all. So you've got the red wire there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I love it. I can't say how much I love it. And then all I'm going to do is just do a little wrap loop there. So we pop our pliers in. Just make an angle there. Turn the pliers round and make that sort of little hook shape. And then just sort of straighten that up and wrap that around. Try and keep it sort of central. Wrap it around, keep that point central. Snippy that off.
The boys are just saying these would be great for sort of Chinese New Year and things like that.
Yeah.
Christmas.
And that's all you do. And do exactly the same on the other side. And then what I've done is I've linked them with jump rings and just some head pins and made a loop at either end. And for the earrings, I just added 2 jump rings at either end, a bit of chain, and that's it. So you could make a whole load of those and make a complete necklace with them if you wanted to. But I think it just adds a bit of bling to them.
A bit of sparkle, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Can I just say I love this ring that you've done at the front here with the wire. I mean, again, if you've seen Jan's wire rings on the DVD, same concept, really.
Do you want me to show you that? Have we got time?
We've got time, yeah.
I'll show you that if you want to.
If you can.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got 1.25, which is...
Shall I bring it over for you?
Yeah, so I can remember how I did it.
Shall I pop it on
That'd
there?
be helpful, wouldn't it?
There we go.
Right, okay.
Because we have just sprung this on you
It might turn out a little bit different. But it'd be organic, that's what I say.
I like the fact, hey, one of a kind.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I've taken the length of the 1.25. Now, measuring's not good, so it's not even an arm's length. Should we measure it?
Okay, can do. It's about ½ a metre, I'd say. This is where the belly comes in handy. There we go, about 20 inches. I've just done I'll put that back. If you want to get a nice curve, just use the pregnant belly. There we go.
Oh, thanks, Al, that's perfect.
I'm sorry, Jan.
Oh, I love you.
I was trying to straighten it out, and instead I made it even worse.
Oh, you're lovely. Right.
Okay, so yes, it was about 20 inches anyway.
So what we do, we put, I've used one of the aventurine in the middle of the bumpy bend.
Yes. Can we just point out that this is the 1.25 and the gemstones do thread onto it?
Yep, no problem at all.
There we go.
Perfect. And that's why it's great for making rings, because when I make rings, I like the wire to go through the gemstones, because I think it sort of makes a more wearable ring. It doesn't stand as proud, if you know what I mean. So what we're going to do now is sort of find the centre point, and we're just going to make a little bend on one side, we're going to turn it over, and repeat that on the other. So we've got that
anchored beautifully.
And then we take our ring mandrel, and you don't need to sort of, sometimes when we make rings, we say go up a size, because we're going to wrap around the shank. With this, we're not going to do that. So you can go to the size that you want. And then what we're going to do is wrap that wire around one way and wrap it around the other way. And it's 1.25, so it is a little bit more, a bit stronger. So now we've got that, we've got our ring there, and we've got the wire coming from either side. Okay.
Yeah, so you've got real strength with the shanking in 1.25 wire, haven't you?
It's brilliant. And then what we're going to do is pull that tight on here, and then take the wire. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it in place without squishing it around. There. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bend that back on itself there and around. And on the other side, not making a very good job of this. I've been away too long, that's what it is. And then we're going to go round.
I mean, could beginners do this? It seems to be quite, you know, the actual foundations of this ring seem quite
They are really
Simple.
They are really, really simple.
Once you've got it mastered.
Yep. And that's
simple.
We've got the shank of the ring now, and we've got the gemstone set, and we've got these 2 pieces of wire here that we can add the gizmo coil onto to decorate it.
And
so
does that not look like gold to you? Because it does to me. It looks like solid gold because of the colour of the actual wire itself.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
So now with this one, I think what I did, I used 2 sections of the gizmo coil. I've only got a little section, so we'll snip that. And again, to gizmo it, you just do it exactly the same way as you would.
So that's the new wire,
other
and
wire.
then you've gizmoed it.
Yeah, the 0.3. So the finer gauge. So you just pop that on. Pop the one on the other end.
Yeah. I think the guys are saying now that, you know, it looks so complicated, this ring. I'm just going to pop up my finger for a second. But yet, you know, if we can follow it here in the studio, then I'm absolutely certain everybody else could at home. I mean, look how quality and luxurious this looks. But yet, Jan, you've just...
So all you do is add that.
Basic.
And it's because you're adding that textured wire that it adds that sort of feel to it, I think. So all we're going to do now is take that excess wire, wrap round, and just turn the ring round.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got one way. And then you can do the same with the other one. I'm rushing this, so just take your time when you're doing it. And the piece that I've got here probably isn't long enough, actually. I'm going to take that out.
It's kind of quite floral as well. They look like little rosebuds, don't they? Because of the red wire.
Yeah. And then all you do is you go round with that one. Now what I'd do is I'd cut that off so you've got one at either end, and that's a little bit fatter than I'd like. But then to get this little detail on it, all I did is I put my finger on there, made a bit of a bend back. Back there. Sorry, I'm going to pull that in a little bit more.
You can tweak it, can't you, and everything?
Yeah, you can, not a problem. So I'm going to make that little bend back there and make that shape. But see, you can actually manipulate it with your fingers. So you've got that bend there, and then just snip that off. Take some round those pliers, make a bit of a loop there. Obviously you do it a lot neater than me, and you'd spend some time doing it and finishing it off properly. And that's a little bit sort of more open. But that's how I did that.
Yeah.
And if you take your time, obviously that's not exactly the same, but that's how you do it. So once you've got to there, you just then use the excess to make your your detail. Turn it round.
Absolutely love it.
And do the same on the other side, so you can have whatever detail you want.
Yeah, they look so incredibly couture, and they are really couture pieces of jewellery. Do you know what else would look amazing in these rings? The pearls that have just arrived. You haven't even seen these yet, Jan. These are coming up at 10 to 11, so just before your deal of the day. Ooh. It's part of our pearl showcase. I mean, aren't they stunning?
One of those in there with
that's what I mean. With the red wire, would be absolutely incredible. These are 8x9mm in their dimensions, brand new. They're a gorgeous shape, absolutely breathtaking in their size as well. I'm buying these. We've got a quantity. It's going to be a big auction because I know where we're taking these two. Let's just say it is a big manager special deal. Very, very exclusive. Again, will look lovely with that champagne wire, wouldn't it? I keep calling it champagne just because it has got that real elegance, that sophistication.
It has,
We've also got more pearls coming your way, including Keshi, so please do make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to keep this with me.
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought you can leave it there.
If there's a second sample here in the studio, then I think you might get one.
Yeah, okay.
So you might get one to play with. But I'm going to take a mosey over there, my darling. So nice to have our Jan back, isn't it? Isn't it lovely to have her back? Nice to have your company as well, everybody. Now, let me just plonk myself back on my perch. Okay. Right. That's staying very close to me, right by the AA graded tanzanite that I've got coming up. Shall we do some amazing aquamarine? Wow, Rob. You know, I love the fact that we have got high-end gemstones, but without the high-end price tags today. You know, we are, you know, really ticking all the boxes. Now, Ollie, my director, actually said I recorded this yesterday and is out of this world. When it comes to aquamarine, a member of the Bell family, It's clarity and colour. If you can get the both together, very, very rare, like this, then you're on to a winner. Again, there's a book which I absolutely love, and I've been talking to our management team about various different books that I'd like to get a little bit of a library started up here in the studio. And there's a book which pictures wonderful pieces by Cartier, adorned by royalty, and it's aquamarine. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain it was Cartier that did this fabulous tiara. And it's not necessarily for the inspiration that I look at that. I show it for the quality of the gemstone itself. Basically, you want that beautiful amount of iron, the perfect amount of iron to give that aquamarine colour, like so, crisp baby blue, and team that with wonderful clarity. Now, these are natural. These are not even heat treated. Often aquamarine will be encouraged, enhanced. The colour will be sort of encouraged to be a little bit darker by heat treatment. That's absolutely fine, but these didn't need any of that. This is natural and monumental clarity as well. As you can see, the graduation goes from 3x1 to 7x3, and they're exquisitely faceted to really capitalise on the internal clarity, so showing off the brilliance. This gemstone, of course, has got that protective connections. Many people think it's very soothing and calming, which I can understand because it is a very soothing and calming colour as well. But yes, perfect for today's show. We've got lots of amazing pearls, and we have also got graded tanzanite, as I was talking about. Let's bring this amazing aquamarine strap. I knew that was going to happen, but yeah. Jan, did you just dismiss that then? Yeah.
I even did a bit of a tap of the fingers.
Did you?
That's a silly price, really, isn't it?
Is it one of those things like my mum would say to me, not angry, but I am disappointed?
Yes, yeah.
You know you're in trouble then, don't you?
One of those moments.
This!
Beautiful.
I mean, this with the pearls coming up. Let's get them back in, shall we?
Oh, look.
Look at that combination. Isn't it the most beautiful combination?
Oh, look at that.
Just one of each. That's all you need. That's all you need. Or if you want something a little bit more, with a bit more texture, then maybe bring in your Keshi pearls, which we've also got coming up a little bit later on. We have got a pearl mini showcase, if you like, but every single one is going to complement. Shall I count the aquamarine? Because I think, I think we should. That's £15 for aquamarine. Aquamarine is a mainstream gemstone, so you can easily do price comparisons, but make sure it is like for like quality. I'm going to count these very quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54. There's 54 individual solitaires on there. 54. So what's that working out at per gemstone? 27 pence. There were quite a few titters coming from the gallery about 27 pence.
Silly. And the clarity on them, they're just such a beautiful, beautiful strand. And if you're going to be getting the the silver wire, that would be
absolutely
perfect strand to go
thank you for pointing that out, Jan. Yeah, absolutely. We've got people buying 5s. I'm not surprised. I truly believe you could probably buy this and then sell it straight on. I truly think you could. Suze, hello to you. Persis, what a pretty name. Hello to you, West Midlands. Antoinette, Lanarkshire, Merseyside's there as well. Hello to you. Lots of webinars that do need to check out. Hello to you, Karina. Telephone, but stay where you are. That's got to be one of the biggest deals on aquamarine.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The quality of it is just outstanding. Outstanding
indeed. A bit like you, Jan. Now, we've got more to bring you, and I tell you what, not only do we bring you beauty, not only does Jan bring you inspiration, and amazing bundles, of course, incredible savings, we also bring you practicality. Who's a practical person here? No, I'm not particularly, although I do hate my jewellery making, gemstones, findings, mediums being all mixed up. So therefore we need storage. Storage. We need it. If you were thinking, Eleanor, I'm not any of the above, I'm not organised at all, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time that we get everything in order. Because it's quite satisfying, quite rewarding, isn't it, actually having a clear out sometimes. And this is the time of year that we're meant to be doing it, isn't it? You know, spring clean and all that. It's quite rewarding when you come to the end, you see it all, and you can put your hands on whatever it is that you're looking for straight away without having to rummage. But I'm not just talking about jewellery making. You know, this is for your tools. This is for your haberdashery. This is for your buttons. This is for your spices. This is for your jewellery, your made-up jewellery. This is to separate all of your precious findings. This is to separate all of your different gemstones. Now, yesterday, Rob and Carol, lovely Carol, brought you a storage opportunity like this, sold out. Sold out entirely. It was slightly larger, but wait till you see this deal. Now this is going to be slightly more affordable. Now you get the small, I love these, put in your handbag, transportable, really useful, so even things like cufflinks for the gents when you go away. As you can see, they've got that really secure clasp and of course the toughened plastic. Now I'm not going to get too detailed and tell you what to do with your storage. I'm sure you've already got something in mind, but yes, the quality is without shadow of a doubt there, and every single one of those little dividers does come out. Now moving on, because you have got a slightly bigger one here again, it's got that really secure clasp. I should point out that it can also be hung up. If I open this up for you, you can see that it has got the two different separations, the two different dividers, two different layers. And last but by no means least, let's pop that back down. Last but by no means least, I also have got the largest of the actual storage boxes. Now these, and I'll count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36 individual. You can feel the quality, can't you?
Yeah.
You can actually hear it. Individual dividers, which if you want to separate, you absolutely can, or you can leave it just like so. You can use this with your polymer clay, because polymer clay does need a specific grade of plastic, not just your ice cream tubs. This does actually equate to that. You are getting all three, you haven't got to choose. Quality plastic storage boxes, not the ones that sort of well, change shape when you actually put them anywhere near hot water. This is quality. $12.85 is not your price.
Wow.
Makeup, $6.95. You'd pay that for one, wouldn't you? You would pay that for one. I mean, even if you got the deal yesterday, I'd be adding to it.
Definitely, yeah.
Because, I mean, what is it with storage boxes like this, Jan? Do they sprout legs and walk?
Well, no, I think as crafters, me personally, I've got lots of stuff. I've got lots of craft materials and lots of gemstones and lots of findings, but you know, you can never have enough. I'm always buying and buying. I see something, oh yeah, I love that. Yeah. So if you've got a lot of stuff, you need a lot of storage.
You do.
Yeah, and for me, that bundle would be for me to keep my sterling silver in. I could keep my wire in the one that's a bit larger. Yeah. The wire reels in there. I could keep all my findings in there. All the little spacer beads in the smaller one.
That's a good idea.
So I'd keep all my sterling silver together. And then I'd probably be buying multiples of them. Sterling silver in one, silver plated findings in another lot, gold plated in another, and they're there ready to, and you can see through the boxes as well.
That's exactly what you just took the words out of my mouth there, Jan. The fact that they are clear, so you know what's in what box. You haven't got
to open them all the time to see what's in there.
Talk about, you know, actually preserving space as well. You know, rather than just having little bowls. This is what I used to do: bowls of gemstones. Well, you run out of bowls firstly, but also they're not, you can smash them and you don't necessarily fit as many as you'd like into any one cupboard. These just literally you can actually store on top of one another And label if you wanted to. Label the colours like we do our gemstone scoops if you like. Label the findings like copper, sterling silver, silver plated findings, copper, gold plated findings, sterling silver plated findings, and all your various different gemstones. Yeah, exactly. So then you can go straight to it straight away. Similarly, we're talking about gemstones, but that equates to your mediums as well.
Yeah. And as you say, it is satisfying to sort through things, have them all sort of in their, you know, where they are, and you can just go to them. And
yeah.
When you need them, yeah, brilliant.
Storage, I love that. I do love that sense of satisfaction once you've achieved and you know you've done it all and you can see it there. I'm one of those that when I was younger, for example, I used to have a sort out in my bedroom. I always used to make my mum come up and have a little look. Look what I've done. You know, it's a sense of pride. Absolutely amazing. Loads of you are with us. Absolutely incredible. Stay where you are. Check out as soon as you possibly can. It will be a sellout. Now we have got. Can I show you? For the first time, to my knowledge, ever, AA graded tanzanite coming up as today's deal of the day. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to be showing you the jewellery. And believe me, this is going to be, it's not so considered that it's beyond reach. Let's just put it that way. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? We've got silver, silver wire, sterling silver wire. We've got amazing pearls coming your way as well. A pearl showcase, but this is... Oh, gosh, 3 brand new strands. Look how perfect this is. I mean, I just literally restrand that. That's coming up at just before 11. Don't go anywhere because there's also more from the lovely Jan after this.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to Paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the Paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then head over to our website and check out our Get Started page. Watch the welcome message from presenter Carol and find out all about JewelleryMaker. Watch one of our easy to follow tutorials where our guest designers will teach you the basics and give you the confidence to start making earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need, including instructions, tools, gemstones and clasps, allowing you to create your very first jewellery pieces. You can either watch the video tutorial or follow the step-by-step instructions to give you plenty of inspiration. We also have an array of beginners workshops that you can attend here at our studios and join our experienced designers and get a taste for this fabulous hobby. We will guide you through the basics to get you started making your own beautiful jewellery. Everyone is welcome in the jewellery making family, so start your jewellery making journey today. JewelleryMaker wants you to get involved in our t-shirt yarn competition. For your chance to win a place at one of Gemma Crow's workshops, just send your t-shirt yarn designs to marketplace@jewellerymaker.com. All entries must be submitted by April 26th. Get making and good luck.
Welcome back, everyone. Lovely to have your company this morning. My name is Elena. Now we've got an absolutely jam-packed show. The Pearl Showcase, we've got AA graded Tanzanite coming up as a deal of the day, inspiration from the wonderful Jan, we've got sterling silver wire. We have, and I was just admiring these. I said, oh, not seen them before. Now, can I just say, I've been looking for a gent's ring. Yeah, I've got one actually on order. I didn't know that we had these here. Are they brand new? Okay, that's why. Gents ring for Tom, my other half. These are beautiful, and it's entirely hematite. You think about the craze of ceramic and titanium, you know, quite masculine pieces of jewellery, but at the same time I'd wear these as well. These are complete 360 hematite rings. Now, these are coming your way, brand new in, 1:30, so not long to wait. Aren't they stunning? Absolutely gorgeous. And you're actually getting 5 in total. I mean, just this on a chain if you wanted to. They're lovely, aren't they? With maybe antique, well, any of the wires, to be honest, with hematite.
Perfect.
Aren't they gorgeous, Jan? No, well, they're new. They're literally just being launched today at 1:30. So wow. Gorgeous. Now, you had some yesterday which are a little bit different, different sizes as well. So these are brand new in this size. We'll be talking about it at 1:30. So I'm loving these. Loving them. It's a finished piece of jewellery, really. Now, we've also got Biwa pearls coming up in this hour. Brand new, part of the Pearl Showcase. These are the largest individual pearls. Biwa pearls, again, they've got those lovely organic shapes. You can see the difference between Biwa and also your Keshi pearls. The Keshi pearls are a lot smaller and a little bit more diverse. These have got that lovely elongation, quite a teardrop. These are coming up in this hour, so love that. I'd be thinking earrings or pendants. They'd be absolutely beautiful for. Drilled through the centre and high abundance of pearlescence. I can see Jan to my right just biting her lip. Ooh.
They're gorgeous,
aren't they lovely? Yeah, every single one of the pearl strands I'm in love with today, wow. Jan. Aren't they amazing?
It's a good day to be back, isn't it?
It is a good day to be back. Well, it's all because you are back. That's why they're scheduled for today's show. You see.
Beautiful.
Especially for you, Jan. Especially for you. Okay. Oh, sorry. Solid gold. I personally use these as a feature, not just as the function. Your crimps. So they're little individual tubes. Those little tubes, if you just thread onto any threading material, whether that be wire, whether that be elastic, or whether it be monofilament or beading thread, they are without shadow of a doubt so beautiful that they could be a feature, and I turn them into that. You're actually getting 10 in a pack, so if you multi-buy, there's nothing stopping you doing a 360-degree bracelet, or even just using them on some shepherd hooks, just a couple if you like, as a drop. Now the dimensions, they actually measure 2 by 2 millimeters, and I'm just going to, oh, you can actually see for that one there, I was going to turn them around so you can actually see just how substantial the actual depth of gold is. So considerable amount of solid gold. This isn't gold plated sterling silver or gold plated copper. This is precious solid gold. So you know that there is intrinsic value in the actual weight itself. You know, just how before you make all the obviously finish and the detail and the polish, etc., the weight itself does have monetary value without shadow of a doubt. Now we should be £14.95. We're not staying at £14.95. I mean, that's one of the lowest prices that we've actually seen for pure gold. 375 hallmark. That means it's got 375 parts out of 1,000 of pure gold. The rest, that's why 9 carat is that little bit more wearable than 18 carat. £8.95. My goodness, that's less than £1 each for solid gold. This is honouring a ridiculous star buy price. Absolutely incredible. I mean, if I put one between the tweezers, John, I physically can't squeeze that together just because it is so substantial.
That's beautiful. I mean, like you say, to have gold as well, just a few of those on a bracelet would look gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you've got some of the gold clasps that we've been doing as well recently, then for me, to have that following all the way through would be really important.
Well, I think it would be a shame to then put, if you have gold, maybe a gold chain, and then want to put, listen, each their own, but I think if you can make it entirely gold rather than gold and silver, then do it, because it's going to have that, you know, as consumers, as wearers, we straight away know that that's rare, it's precious, and it's without shadow of a doubt valuable. There is loads of you on the phone lines and webinars. Do check out. Hello to you, Tina, Veronica, Heather, Joan, Lizeth. Hello to you, Lizeth. Nice to see your name. Cardiff, we've got London there, Hadriana, hello to you. People multi-buying, Mrs. Pauline, Tina and Cheryl, Glamorgan's also with me. And again, so easy to incorporate these into your jewellery. It's you know, £8.95 has got to be the lowest price we've ever taken, sort of pretty much any gold finding, to be truthful, too. And you just on some shepherd hooks, maybe if you have some gold ball head pins, a couple of those and you're done.
Yeah, use them as spacers. Perfect.
Yeah. How about,
lovely.
Jan, with the pearl necklace or with the graded tanzanite that we've got coming up later on, just use them as spacers.
Yeah, because it'll just separate the tanzanite or the pearl, but you've got real gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I bring one of the pearl strands in between? I've literally just grabbed any one. It could be the bee or the keshe, whichever. And just imagine one of those gold crimps in between a small section. It's going to space it out beautifully. It's going to protect the pearl as well. You don't have to do it all the way around, do you? But you could, you know, and it's 9 carat gold pearl necklace.
And that's the thing, it's going to elevate the piece of jewellery that you've made in desirability, also in value as well.
Yeah,
it's going to increase that value, and it's going to increase the value more than the £8.95 that you've paid for those.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, way more.
And you're not necessarily even using all of them.
No, you use a couple of them and it's going to really sort of, you know.
Yeah, literally, it can be 2, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be a sellout. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Gosh, super busy today. I'm not surprised. Jan's back. Jan's back. We do love Jan.
Oh, I love you too.
We do love Jan. So nice to have you back. Gorgeous emerald.
Oh, yes, please.
Gorgeous emerald with pearls.
Yeah, classic, isn't it?
I'm an emerald girl. I love an emerald. And I love a pearl. I love a tanzanite. I love a diamond. But I'm definitely an emerald girl.
Yeah. And I think I sell a lot of pearl and gemstone jewellery.
Yeah.
And pearl and emerald, I would say, is one of the biggest
I think, why do you think that is? I mean, my beliefs might be different to yours, so I'm just curious. Why do you think emerald is so aspirational?
I think because people know emerald and they recognise it, and they think of sort of like royal pieces of jewellery that you see emeralds and pearls in, and it's sort of, for me as a jewellery maker, it's a piece that I would aspire to be making. But before I joined JewelleryMaker, I didn't think I'd be able to do that, because I wasn't able to buy emeralds and I wasn't able to buy tanzanite and sapphires and things. So for me, it's a joy to work with, but also really, really desirable out there.
Yeah, totally.
Just a simple pearl with one of those in between each pearl.
That's it.
Job done.
And yet, you know, there's a big difference between one emerald and another. You know, I can bring you an emerald for £1 and I can bring you an emerald for £1 million. You're looking for, you know, here at Jewellery Maker, our price point is no reflection of the true value or worth. Basically, you're looking for that intensity of colour. It's not about inclusions. That's the characteristic of the gemstone itself. You want a saturation and an intensity. You know, you want it to have that bold character, basically. And here you've got natural emerald. O stands for oiling, which is not actually a treatment. It's basically like putting moisturiser on in the morning. It assists with the buffing of the surface of the gemstone. Should be £27.95 for natural emerald. Zambian emerald, more to the point. I know this strand. I actually launched it the other day, and I was saying, when did we start doing that Zambian emerald? And I was talking about how it's kind of Zambian emerald has pushed Colombian emerald off its pedestal to a certain degree. You know, not saying that we don't still desire Colombian emerald, because we absolutely do, but it's kind of gone, you know what, you're beautiful, you've got amazing depth of colour, but so have I. Wow, welcome back, Jan, and with a bang. Please put us out of our misery. What time is the AA Tanzanite on? 11 o'clock. It's today's deal of the day. Deal of the day. Yes, spread the word, folks. $19.95 for Zambian emerald, totally and utterly natural. Like I said, it's kind of said, yeah, Colombian emerald, you are really desirable and you always will be, but look how beautiful I am. It's got Hollywood A-listers as brand ambassadors now, Zambian emerald, because of that gorgeous energy and that gorgeous colour. I mean, yes, we are bringing you high-end gemstones here at affordable price tags this morning. AA graded Tanzanite,
Wow.
Zambian emerald, pearls of that calibre, sterling silver wire. You know, does it get any better than that? It is the one to watch. Jan Dwyer. Michael.
Yay.
You know. Did you just do the... Did you just do that?
I did.
You did that.
He couldn't stop himself. It's just instinct, wasn't it, Mike?
It
Straight
was.
into it.
Is that what the ladies get in the clubs?
In the club? I don't go to clubs anymore.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
He doesn't go to clubs anymore, he says. We believe him, don't we? Is that what the I'm sure that... Do they get a cheeky wink as well, Michael?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on, because I have got gorge. This is the first time I've seen this strand ever. Oh, it's ace. Can we get more of these?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I did have a rummage through the boxes earlier and saw that.
Yes, you've confessed this fact, Jan.
Sorry about that. That's amazing.
Rummaging through the boxes all. Have
Yeah.
you right? By the by,
No.
when was the last time you saw blue tiger's eye?
I can't remember.
I only found out that tiger's eye could actually be dyed recently.
And it's amazing. It does. It takes away none of that
No.
chatoyancy at all, does it?
None.
It just enhances it.
Yeah, absolutely. Purple, you've got
It's
all of the
amazing.
colours. I'm going to go as far as saying this is my favourite tiger's eye strand. You've got the green being the most frequently requested of your tiger's eye from our Jewellery Maker customers. It's quite malachite-like,
Yes,
only
it is.
with your chatoyancy, obviously. You've got beautiful hot fuchsia pinks, amazing dark sort of midnight blues, purple, and the yellow as well. I love this strand. I've never seen it before. Well, we've got the combination of all the different colours of tiger's eye. So you're ticking loads of boxes. In perfect rounds, 8mm rounds. So yes, you see that wonderful performance internally of the gemstone, that wonderful movement that you get with only tiger's eye, in my humble opinion. But then also the brightness of those lovely colours.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
It's my favourite strand of tiger's eye ever. Fact. Wearable in its size.
Perfect in the size because it'll adapt to any sort of piece of jewellery that you want. Great in the colour combination because if you're a person who hasn't ventured into buying any of the dyed tiger's eye before, this is a way of getting a sample, if you like, of all the different colours.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so brilliant.
And I hadn't seen it myself until probably about 2-3 months ago. And I was like, oh, my goodness, look what that colour actually does to the phenomena effect. It almost encourages it.
It does,
enhances it some more. So I agree. Great taster, but my goodness, it's out of all the tiger's eye that I've been selling over the years, this is my favourite. Just because you have got all of the colours combinations and like I said, the actual colour being added to the gemstone itself, in my opinion, and it is only my humble opinion, actually makes it even more beautiful. Now, lots of you loving it as well. Let's bring that price tag in for you. $11.95 for how many different colours? Let me count them. So the dark blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different colours.
So for me, we said about earlier about I take one gemstone off a strand.
Yeah.
For me, you've got 4 of those blocks of those colours. So for me, that would be a pair of earrings, a ring, and a pendant. So from 4 of those, you can make a complete suite of jewellery.
Absolutely.
By having just one of those gemstones.
And if you were thinking, okay, well, I'll buy the fuchsia, another day I'll buy the purple, another day the green, another day blue, another day, except, I mean, that's going to cost you, what, about 30 odd quid, £35? You know, if they were £6.95, which I highly doubt they would be, it's going to be around sort of £30-35 to buy all of those different colours. You're getting all of them in this one strand. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you've got different earrings, you know, of different colours. Yeah. Straight away,
it's
different rings,
and the quality
sweets,
of it,
like you said.
Yeah, the quality of it is great. It's just amazing.
I'm loving this.
The colours are fabulous.
Again, with your pearls.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing with your pearls. Shall I show you the individual colours? So let's start with the fuchsia. Look at that.
Pretty, isn't it?
They're quite, yes, intergalactic. Aren't they? The movement that you get. Move along. These are the...
I love those. That colour is just gorgeous.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
It looks like there's liquid inside it.
Looks like liquid inside it, Michael's saying. I totally agree, it does.
Looks like a little toffee, little ball of toffee.
Absolutely amazing. We've got guest designers checking out, I'm not surprised. Lovely Gem Hawks. Hello to you, my darling. Move along to the blue. Oh, now that to me is just like Arabian Nights.
Beautiful. Goes perfect with your dress.
It does. It does. Move along to the green. Yeah.
Wow.
Look, it really has an impact with the green, doesn't it? I tell you what, it's like. What do you see when you look at this? Because I'm seeing lightning bolts now. What do you see, Jan?
But yeah, you do see lightning bolts because you see that other sort of colours sort of coming through. Don't? But it's very sort of like malachite, but with that sort of
and a lot more affordable as well, because malachite is a more considered price point basically. Absolutely beautiful phenomena effect. I'm loving it. Loads of you there. London Sport 3. Hello to you, Rosita, Vivian, Belinda, Sophie, Jacqueline, East Lothian multi-buying, Mary multi-buying, Sheila and Martin multi-buying, Karina, Karen, Robert. Hello to you, M multi-buying, Anne in Belfast, Mary. Hello to you, Cardiff multi-buying, Cheshire. Hello, Lynn. Like I said, guest designers there. Hello to you, Ruth and Hannah and Samina and Lorraine and Candy in Northumberland. Gosh, it's busy. And lots. I didn't give that a measure. I've got here approximately 16 inches. So approximately 16 inches of gorgeous tiger's eye. Okay, moving on to... Ooh. A starter pack of findings. 320 pieces. Now, including Figaro chain. Let me just hold 2 meter lengths of Figaro chain. There's one. And here's that other. So, You're getting silver-plated copper and silver-plated brass, just in case you're wondering what base covers. So it's your brass and also your copper. You've got all of your jump rings. Now, I'll read out exactly what you get. So 25 of your lobster locks. They are 12 by 7 millimeters, so they are really substantial. I'll hold them up. You get 100 of your silver-plated crimp beads, which are 3 mil. 100 of your crimp covers, which are 5 by 4 mil. You get 2 lengths, as I said, of your Figaro chain, which is totals 2 meters. You get 10 of your silver plated copper toggle clasps, and they're 10 mil. Then you get 100 of your silver plated copper jump rings, which are 6 mil as well. So I'm just thinking about different mediums as well that this covers, not just your standard beading. You know, this will actually cover your chain mail, your... Well, anything really.
Well, any of the medium. I mean, if you do kumihimo, you've got sort of findings there to sort of finish your kumihimo, your macrame.
Yeah.
So if you do any of the weave-ins as well, you know, you've got findings there. If you're into beading, if you're into sort of your wire work, you've got chain there to suspend your wire work from. Yeah, well, again, it's a stash builder.
Yeah, absolutely. Just again, you and Ollie are in unison this morning. Ollie's just said exactly the same. It's a great way of starting Jewellery Maker, because you need your findings. That you know, they are the bones of any piece of jewellery. And those that have been with us for any length of time know that the fact that when we do 320 pieces, it's gonna be a really amazing deal, isn't it? So you don't want to run out of your findings. £14.95. Wow. That's working out less than 5 pence per finding, or per component, I should say. So yes, that 1 meter length of chain, or both of them, is just, well, less than 5p. The toggle clasp, which I'll hold one of those up for you as well, that's less than 5 pence. Less than 5p for your toggle clasp. For your lobster claws, if you were to go into any jewellers and ask for a lobster claw clasp, which they do break after sometimes, if they're not the quality like what we've got here, if you were to go into any jewellers and say, I want to buy a new clasp, I'm certain they'd charge you around £20. Because they are. Yeah,
they're really sort of substantial as well, aren't they? They're great. So if you got the gemstone bundle from the first kit, as a starter, so you're sort of new to jewellery making, add this to it and that's it, you're away. Imagine how many pieces of jewellery
you had 10 different gemstones, and the wire, now 320 findings, you're done. That's all you need.
Great start.
That is all you need. Yeah, absolutely. How many hobbies can you actually start with such a little outlay? Okay, I've got a little gemstone list where I was asked a question, and I get asked it quite frequently, Elena, what gemstone should I be buying right now? And it does vary. We're actually covering all 3 of my top suggestions. My top suggestions are currently tanzanite, for obvious reasons, particularly the graded tanzanite. Well, I've got that coming up at 11 o'clock. Ethiopian opal is another, because I actually believe that's going to be exhausted in the foreseeable future, because the main seam is no longer in production. And the third is actually your Anahi ametrine. Now, coming from the Bolivia mine, it's one of the smallest mines in the entire world. It's a natural bicolour gemstone. Ametrine is a combination of amethyst and citrine, and it occurs during the actual formation of this gemstone. Now, some people believe it's fluctuation in temperatures. Some believe it's just literally a citrine which is formed next to an amethyst. Either or, it doesn't really matter. It is one of the most, if not the most sought after bicolour gemstones out there. There's no way of actually replicating this gemstone. You know, you couldn't take a citrine and then just heat one side of the gem to get that ametrine. You couldn't do that, because actually if you heat citrine, it'll turn into amethyst. The heat transfers through the gemstone way too quickly, so there's no way of actually replicating it other than Mother Nature herself. Now, exceedingly precious, and we actually believe that ametrine is destined for the dizzy heights of tanzanite, just because, well, logic really. It's a natural gemstone. It's from one mine Not just one location, one mine in the entire world, and it's exceptionally beautiful as well. It's the first gem that I actually bought myself when I came to work here at JewelleryMaker, when as a member of staff. Not saying it's the first gem that I bought from this company, because it wasn't. Carnelian was actually that, but the first gem that I bought myself when I came here as a member of staff, because I'd never seen quality quite like it before. I've heard of ametrine, but I've never seen quality. You want that intensity of purple and you want that intensity of yellow. Should be £17 and 95 pence. We're taking it straight down to lowest price point for one of the most sought after gemstones, £11.95. I mean, I've been so lucky over the past 4 years to experience this gemstone in showcases, but believe me, they are becoming less and less and less and less and less abundant. Strands like this, to me, are a parcel. I think of them as parcels of, and so I would certainly be thinking with your silver wire that you've got coming up in the next kit, you know, with your gold findings, most definitely, the prestige that follows ametrine, and in terms of its valuing, if you want to know what determines an ametrine's value, cut, clarity, colour, and obviously the carat weight. It's all those 4 C's, but the most important is that colour. You want the intensity of purple and you want the intensity of the yellow as well. We're actually over allocated, so you've seen lots and lots and lots of sellouts, loads and loads and loads of sellouts, so please make those confirmations. Sally, Pat, Devon, Gillian, Donna, Marie, Shawlene, Suzanne, Madeleine, hello to you, Lee, Essex, you've just multi-bought, Belinda and Hadriana, Susan, you're there. If you've got a phone in your hand, stay where you are, don't abandon those calls, grab this deal as soon as you possibly can. Again, Jan, I know we keep sounding so repetitive, but with your pearls.
Perfect with the pearls. And as you say, for me, it would be sterling silver with the ametrine, because it's so beautiful. I love amethyst and I love citrine. Yeah. But together, they are just something special, aren't they? So
really
beautiful.
Is amazing. Sold out? I'm not surprised. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, now, how about some tools? Who wants tools?
Yep, always.
Always. Do you know what used to fascinate me when I used to go up to the office and I used to sit with the ox, otherwise known as Oxbury, and how excited she'd get about tools. She loves a tool. In fact, you all do, don't you?
Yeah.
You love a tool. They are good.
Yeah. You know, you've got to have them.
You can't make proper jewellery, can you, without the right tool?
And you go for, yeah, I've got that one.
You've got these, haven't you? Solid wood. It is your mandrel. Now, your bracelet mandrel. This is the circular mandrel, so this will make your bangles.
Oh, I haven't got the circular one.
Have you not?
Oh,
have you got the oval?
Yeah.
Now, this is perfectly circular. Now, it is tapered, if you like. So, goes narrow to the wider base. If I turn it like this, you can actually see that maybe a little bit better. So, perfect. Can I just say, if I put my fingers around there for children's bracelets.
Perfect. The bangles that I made from the first kit, this would have been perfect for that. To make that shape, to shape it, the 1.25 wire round would have been perfect. Instead of having to find a jam jar or something that you can wrap it around. Amazing. That's brilliant. And yeah, like you say, you can do all the sizes. You can go from children's bracelets up to sort of, you know, bracelets for gents maybe. The chunky ones. So yeah, perfect. You get that shape.
Well, turn it round and you can see just how, you know, the width, the diameter, and obviously the quality of the wood.
Yeah.
You know, I know that might sound a little bit, you know, why are you talking about the quality of the wood, Al? It's for forming shapes. You can hammer onto this. There's nothing stopping you baking this.
Nope.
There's nothing stopping you using. I would actually recommend, one thing I would recommend, if you work with silver or copper, like for example, we've got silver wire coming up later on. Have one for each of the different the different metals themselves, because you wouldn't want to cross-contaminate, especially if you then go on to actually hallmark them themselves. Yeah, absolutely. $9.95. I mean, you can feel the quality. Once you've got this, you'll never need, as long as you don't lose it, you'll never need buy another.
No.
Don't leave it in water, obviously.
No. but it's just brilliant. And not only for that, I mean, just shaping, just to get that.
Yeah.
If you're making a pendant, a round pendant, you know, you've got that shape to do that, and you've got the variation of size. Yeah, it's brilliant. I've got the oval one, so I make sort of more bracelet shapes.
Cuffs.
But for cuffs. But for bangles, perfect for that.
Yeah, well, that is that perfect.
Yeah,
a bangle
perfect.
is round, is
Yeah,
perfectly
yeah.
round, isn't it? So, and it needs to be round to fit over the shape of your
Yeah.
hand itself. Again, loads and loads and loads of you there, real solid. You can feel the quality in our mandrel here, and it's nice that it's a beautiful thing too, isn't it? It's a really beautiful thing. I know lots of guest designers who actually use this as a means of displaying their pieces of jewellery as well.
Yeah, because if you've got bangles that you want to put on there, you can just pop them on there on your stall, and perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Stack them up on top. If you like, maybe drape over something if you wanted to hide the wood. Beautiful. I don't think it needs to though, does it?
No, no.
Gorgeous.
It's lovely.
Now we're going to bring you that hematite star by. I love these. I'd wear these, and I know Tom would, because they are very unisex, which I think is fantastic. It's a complete solid gemstone which has been carved into this beautiful shape. Star by, sold out yesterday. Of a slightly different variety. We're launching an absolutely classical, simple design of hematite. If you haven't seen it already, because I've given you a little sneaky peek earlier on, feast your eyes on this next opportunity. Okay, now you can see the width, you can see the depth, you can see the quality of finish. Hematite is a very durable gemstone. It has got a hardness on the Mohs scale, and it's one of the most lustrous. So often people think hematite is a form of metal, you know, quite similar to your titaniums, for example, or even ceramic. Now, ceramic in particular, like Chanel, Cartier, Gucci, lots of the big designers actually have commissioned a ceramic collection. Now, you straight away think that ceramic is actually quite fragile. It's actually not. It's used within engineering as well, as brake pads in actual fact, but it's actually a very, very, very durable type of material. However, the reason why I'm talking about ceramic right now is it's very, very, very expensive, very expensive. And this is almost identical to that, almost absolutely identical. Hematite, like I said, there's durability there, there's the luster that you would get with your ceramics, of course, which isn't a genuine gemstone, obviously, it's a different material. This is Mother Nature produced. Now, I've never seen these before, they're being launched today. These are 10 mil thickness, so slightly wider in the actual gauge themselves. You're getting all 5. Not only are they rings, but you can use these as connectors, use them as pendants if you wish. 180 carats in total. Shall I pop them on a white? I tell you what I'll do. That was a bit silly of me actually putting them on the blackboard. There we go. Let me pop them on there so you can actually see the hematite themselves. It's a lovely metallic colour. Perfect thumb rings.
I was just going to say that actually, yeah. I would wear that as a thumb ring. It's
Yeah.
really lovely.
Perfect pendant connectors. You can encase gemstones.
I was going to say, if you've got a larger gemstones, you could stick one either side of it as well, couldn't you? So that is like a band in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Just pop one on. Look, isn't that gorgeous? What about wrapping your special wire around it to add?
Oh, yes, that'd be great. You could put some detail on the front, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Can I try one on?
Can
I come and get one?
You can.
Just
Do you know
so I
what?
can have a
Keep
look
hold of it because we're going to give you one to play with.
Yay!
You can play with that, Jan. Give us some wonderful
Oh, wow.
inspiration. Already lots and lots and lots of you there. I love them. I just love the versatility that you're getting with these. That they're not just rings, are they, or pieces of jewellery?
And they're really substantial as well, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, hematite is quite a heavy gemstone,
like
so you can actually feel the density, you can feel the presence of the carat weight there itself. So these are really substantial. Yeah, I don't think if you get this and you can wear jewellery every single day, you probably wouldn't want to take it off, would you?
It's really comfortable as well.
Yeah, the
Really
smoothness is
smooth,
there,
yeah.
isn't it? Really beautifully smooth. Absolutely love it. And again, in earrings, they'd be fantastic for...
Well, you can do your hair in it as well. It's really...
You can, they're that reflective. I wonder, can we see Michael in these? They are so reflective. I think we could probably see Michael on camera. Let's see. Michael, give us a wave. There he is. Can you see him? Jumping about in the darkness. There's our Michael.
Ah! What are you doing?
There he is. So you can do your lipstick in your
you
hematite
can.
ring.
They're lovely.
They're
I like
gorgeous,
those.
aren't they? I mean, they're very simple in terms of as a component. You are getting 5, by the way, not 4. They're very simple as a component, but it's the first time I've ever actually seen the complete full 360. Now, I haven't got a clue what the price is of these. I'm going to be surprised, Ollie says.
Oh, no.
That's for all 5. 160 each.
That's crazy. Now, I've put that on, but I would be playing with that all the time because it's just so tactile.
And it's quite cool to the touch as well, isn't it,
They're
hematite?
beautiful.
I love them, they're
I like
ace.
those.
They are ace, aren't they? And again, you could wear them as midi rings if you wanted to. You could, yeah. Maybe a scarf toggles.
That's a great idea because you scarf through there and you've got that.
And they're not going to catch on anything, any of the fabric, because they are so lovely and smooth. Let me show you the inside. Can you see that? The inside. So they are beautifully finished, polished, not just on the outside, but also on the in. I'm thinking these are, you know, this is very difficult to facet in a full 360.
The chunk of hematite that it's taken to create that, because that whole centre section has had to be sort of drilled out and taken out.
Well, they're not formed, are they? This is a solid gemstone.
That's amazing.
A solid gemstone. You know, the cost that you pay for and the only comparison I can make, and this isn't a direct comparison obviously because ours are genuine gemstones, is to your ceramic. Ceramic jewellery can be 4 figures and then some. Very durable, like I said, beautiful sheen, beautiful lustre that you get across the surface of ceramic jewellery, but very, very costly. Like I said, I know of the designer with the 2 C's, you know, the 2 C's, inverted C's. They do something very, very, very simple. It's black ceramic and they've got a gold band around, and it is 4 figures, John. 4 figures, plain as anything.
Yeah.
Nice, don't get me wrong, it is lovely, but it's not a genuine gemstone.
No. And how much did we say they were? £1?
£1,
Something.
60 each.
You look at that and you wouldn't think you only paid £1.60 for that.
Now, somebody's saying to me they make really unique wedding rings. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Linda in Bristol. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I'm looking. I've actually just ordered a ring for Tom because Tom wants an engagement ring. And I thought, that's really nice that he wants one. So I've just sorted one out for him. Had I have known, you know, hematite. Right, yes, somebody's asking, can I look at the internal diameter? I can try. It'll be approximate.
I've got a ring mandrel. Will that help?
That would help, yes, Jan, that would. So internal diameter is approximately 18 millimetres. So, and on the ring mandrel, what size? Well, you've got one over there, Jan.
Yeah,
what size is
you
that?
have a look because I can't see properly.
Here we go.
The glasses are a bit worn.
Well loved.
Yeah.
This is JKLMNO. About a P, which, by the way, is the most frequently worn size here in the UK. So it's actually a P. So Ollie has just gone onto the web for a 4mm single hematite ring. $8. Really? That's for one? I still think that's really cheap. Seems really cheap, doesn't it? See, I think that's oh, it was $16. Okay, but that's a 4mm, so that's less than half the width that you're getting here, and. If you were to buy 5, you'd be looking around £25 approximately. And they're, like I said, less than half the diameter. These are fab. Love them. Absolutely love them. I mean, I'll ask the boys, would you wear these? Right? Rob is saying he'd wear it around the neck.
I'd wear it on my thumb.
You'd wear it on your thumb?
Yeah.
Ollie? Ollie's thinking thumb as well. Yeah?
I'd wear it.
I'd wear it too.
I think
I like the idea around the neck.
Yeah, that's nice.
you know, they don't have to be an engagement ring or a wedding ring. They can just sort of be a, you know, a fashion statement. I mean, look how lovely that is on the finger. Isn't that gorgeous? Well done. Looking like it's going to sell out. They're fab. Fab, fab, fab. Okay, shall we bring you? And durable, look. See? Clumsy L. Clumsy, clumsy L. I'm ever so clumsy. Look at this labradorite. Oh, it's fantastic quality.
Amazing.
Oh, I just want to lay it across the actual... Look, if I lay it like this, you can see every single one. And you can see that gorgeous internal labradescence. From the golds that you see up here, down to those lovely, that fusion of blues and greens. A little bit like bicoloured tanzanite, isn't it? Look. Checkerboard faceted across the surface. So you can see that surface luster capturing all of those beautiful sections of glistening, gleaming, mica inclusions doing their thing. Wow. Love this. Obviously top drilled, quite elongated pairs, as you can see. So you can sometimes have pairs which are a little bit more circular. These are really dramatic and elongated, so very elegant. Look at that.
Wow.
Can you see that? Can you actually see that sort of hidden cross?
Oh yeah.
That's naturally occurred in the gemstone. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely incredible. Many people refer to it as a peacock gemstone. Many people refer to it as for its iridescence. I often refer to it as the fish effect, because I think, you know, when sometimes the sunlight actually catches hold of fish scales, you can see that wonderful flash of colour in the water. It is a really fascinating gemstone. Our quality here is just off the chart. I mean, you can see every single one of those has got that labradescence. Should be £17.95. You'd pay that for one, wouldn't you? Especially the big, the sort of big one with your silver wire that we've got coming up, Jan.
Yeah, perfect. Pendant.
Pendant done. £12.95. You'd only need a tiny section of silver wire as well, wouldn't you?
You would, just to wrap around, just to secure it at the top, make a little bail.
Yeah.
Silver
Because
chain.
I think if you put too much silver wire, if there's such a thing, but if you put lots of silver wire alongside it, you maybe might hide, you might cover or block the light.
When you've got a gemstone like that, you just want it to be the centre of attention, but it deserves to have sterling silver with it. I'd just do something really simple, just to attach a bail, put it on a chain. Job done. Job done.
Yeah. Job done. Easy as. Price reduction. Well done to every single one of you who has managed to get hold of it. Beautiful performance of colour. Love the shape. It's that really elegant, elongated pair as well. Now, moving on to... look at these. Now, aquamarine is a gemstone that, obviously, it's the amount of iron that is present within the aquamarine that determines the colour. So yes, aquamarine can be colourless. Now, can I just say, this is bordering on pure beryl. Bordering on. It's got a tiny, 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 tiny hint of iron in there, which is giving that very soft, very, very, very soft blue. Now, I'm not saying that this is the most richly saturated aquamarine that we have in the vault, because it's absolutely not. It's actually some of the purest aquamarine that we have, because there's very tiny, tiny, tiny trace amounts of the iron that are present. So yes, it's got that almost glacial tint, but not that sort of sky blue that you saw in the previous strand. I like the differentiation. Beryl beryl is a gemstone family, and of course it's the elements that actually are present which determine what member of the beryl family it is. Manganese for your morganite, iron for your aquamarine. So this is bordering on pure beryl. So literally no trace elements actually being present pretty much. It's a long strand, 31 centimetres, in these beautiful sizable ovals. Should be £14.95. Yeah, Ollie, my director, is saying the clarity, El. Yeah, the clarity is amazing, isn't it? Really showing off how eye clean it is. Lowest price point, some of the purest aquamarines for £9.95. Dial. I love the fact that gemstones have that ability. It's like tanzanite, for example. Some people prefer the quad A grade. Some people prefer your non-graded. It's all down to personal preference at the end of the day. If you like your soft, delicate, colourless gemstones, you'll adore this. It's not colourless entirely, but it's got, like I said, that very soft hint of glacial blue, just warming, I suppose, each of those gemstones. And to be at single figures, I mean, 75 carats, Jan. Again, I've got to bring in the pearls.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to, with a strand like that, yeah. And it's very bridal as well, isn't it? It could be very bridal.
Yeah, absolutely. With these Biwa pearls that are coming up shortly, because they've both got those lovely shapes, quite natural shapes.
Beautiful.
They're hand in hand, aren't they? I've got to move on. Well done. Okay. No. Do we have any gold? Should we have some gold? Gold crimp covers. Or gold plated, I should say. Gold plated crimp covers. Now, a great alternative to your seed beads. If you've run out of seed beads, great alternative, because they're like little Pac-Men, which you then encourage around to close their mouths, and they can hide either knotting or a crimp itself. So this is what they look like. Very functional, but also very beautiful. It's taking your jewellery and, you know, adding the finishing touches, I suppose. Adding those finishing touches to your designs. So again, Jan, I mean, these dispersed in between pearls looks amazing, or any gemstone for that matter.
Yeah, but they are, I mean, crimp covers are perfect because the finish of a piece of jewellery is really important. It's almost, well, as important as the design itself.
Absolutely.
You know, you've got to have a professional finish, and having these allows you to do that. And if you're pearl knotting, if you've got a knot that's probably a bit sort of, you're not happy with it, you can cover it with one at the end of a pearl necklace.
Yeah.
If you know you haven't knotted it properly, or you've got a little bit of a space, use one of these to cover it up and fill that gap.
So basically, you pop your knot or whatever it is. The idea of a crimp cover, or whether it be a knot or whether it be a crimp, is you hide the crimp, which is obviously secured to whatever threading material you've used, and then you place this over and you squeeze. You squeeze it down so that it becomes a full 360-degree circle, and it hides any of the mechanisms or functional parts of the piece of jewellery. Should be £8.95, and that's for 200. A lot of our designers, a lot of our jewellery makers actually use these as an alternative to spacer beads themselves. Yeah. £5.95 only, and like I said, like Jan said so absolutely accurately, the finish of the piece is as important as the actual design of the piece. You know, it's the first thing I actually look at when buying jewellery, is the mechanics of it.
Yeah. And people do. I mean, I do it. I pick up a piece of jewellery, look at the clasp is the first thing I do. Look at the clasp, look at the quality of that, see how it's finished. And so to have things like this that help you finish your piece of jewellery and give you that professional finish, well, it's paramount, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
And like you say, you can use them as spacer beads.
Yeah. And you're getting 200, which is a lot for £5.95. Again, super busy. Lots of you on those phone lines, absolutely fantastic. And these are obviously not the right tool. I'm just literally using tweezers here. We have got crimp cover tools, haven't we? Proper tools on our website, but just to show you the actual finished result, and I'll do this with as quickly as I can. Oops. Poor Michael's like that. Sorry, Michael. Did I ping you then? No, I didn't. That's all right.
Do you want some flat nose pliers?
Yes, please.
That might help.
You know
like
when you
this.
say something on there like, I'll show you now, and then you go, oh no. This is why you love your tools, because you need the proper tools, which you can get on our own website. Jan, is it just me? Oh, there we go. There we go. Thought it was just me then, being a little bit. Let me just show you a complete crimp cover wrapped around. Imagine this is wrapped around some threading material, and you can see how beautifully spherical that they actually turn.
Yeah, so it just gives that finish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you've crimped a piece of your beading thread to finish off a necklace, pop one of those over the crimp and it just finishes it off.
Absolutely, job done. Right, I need to move on because we have got so many star buys to bring you, including, is it time for the Biwa pearls? Yes. Now, the first of our pearl showcase, loving every single one of these gemstone opportunities. Don't forget, we have got that amazing pearl strand coming up also at 10 to 11. But if you want the biggest, and if you want those wonderful, characterful pearls that are Biwa, it's up next. Now, pearls are formed obviously in different locations around the world. Some of the most sought after can fetch such huge, incredible premiums, you know, Tahitian pearls. Akoya pearls, another example. But basically, how do we value this gemstone? Firstly, it's organic. It's formed from a living organism, so therefore it's not measured in a carat weight like you would your diamonds and your sapphires. This gemstone is formed in its diameter and in its measurements itself. So the bigger, the better. Yes, absolutely. It's measured by its pearlescence, its orient, its nacre surface. Once upon a time, you know, if I go back sort of, I don't know, a few decades ago, it was all about the round pearls. It was always about the perfectly uniform circular pearls or spherical pearls. Now, however, we really do embrace the characterful pearls because obviously they're not, we don't all form perfectly round, if you like, as a gemstone, same as us as human beings. We don't form, I suppose, the perfect shape, or what some people might perceive as the perfect shape. So we've really embraced Keshi pearls and Biwa pearls. But like I said, size is our huge, huge, huge valuing factor. Now I'm bringing you the biggest pearls that we have in the entirety of the show. These are 23 by 9 millimeters. And something that I always talk about, and forgive me if you've heard me say about this before, but I'm going to say it again, is that don't you find it fascinating that for a cultured pearl to form, to grow, and it's approximately 1 millimeter per year that, depending on the water temperature, that a pearl will grow. They have to grow within a mollusk. Yeah, we know that. But that mollusk has to mature to such sizes where often they are feet in diameter. Feet. I'm suggesting that this strand, the mollusks that grew these Biwa pearls would have been those really, really, really big supersized one, because otherwise it simply would kill the creature itself. This is a very rare opportunity where you can actually get some of the biggest pearls that I've ever seen, because they have got that elongation as well. Just picture that in the mollusk. Picture that. How big must that oyster actually have been from the process, from the start process, in actual fact. Now, these are stunning. They've got that elongation, which you don't often see, so perfect for pendants or perfect for earrings. Then you've got that nacre surface that we were talking about, smoothness but also texture. That's the beauty of Biwa pearls, is you get the best of both worlds. Pearlescence, so you see that wonderful spectrum of colour, flashes of pinks, of yellows, of greens, of blues. Absolutely incredible iridescence, which again is what you want from from your pearls. I find it fascinating to think about the fact that just one of these, picture one, point, whichever one is drawing your eye right now, imagine it as it began. So obviously starting from a tiny mother of pearl bead, which was inserted into the mollusk, probably about, could be, I don't know, I'm stipulating this, but it is estimated that a pearl will grow 1 millimeter per year. So these could be 23 years old in the actual farming process. Hence why they justify a very costly price tag outside of these four walls. However, not here, not today. It's a mini pearl showcase. We've got the return of Jan, instantly vintage, I totally agree, because they've got those lovely shapes. Jan, $7.95. I know.
So I'm touching now, stamping my foot. They're beautiful.
Jan, $7.95 for pearls which might well have taken over 20 years to form.
It just doesn't comprehend, it just doesn't compute, does it?
No.
Doesn't make sense. The two
No.
don't go together, that price and
No.
that quality don't go together.
I really hope I've got a big quantity of these, Rob. 200. But to be honest, because I buy pearls in their droves, and I know Jan does as well. She's the pearl queen. But we don't see this size every day, do we?
No.
You know, yeah, I can bring you probably 14 at best. I think the last Biwa pearl was probably about that size. But 23.
Yeah, and that shape as well. They're absolutely beautiful. And you could just use one of those in the centre of a bracelet, would look perfect. Would
Absolutely amazing, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? They're beautiful, and at that price, wow.
It's just incredible to actually see a pearl of this scale, because it doesn't happen every single day. Even when I sort of take myself back, and I'm saying this whilst you make your confirmations, please stay on those phone lines. 200 quantity is huge. However, $7.95 is, you know, it's a no-brainer that's going to sell out. Take myself back to my early days of selling gemstones. You know, yeah, I saw some big, beautiful round pearls. They had diamonds embedded into them, so the pearl was actually drilled and diamonds were embedded in. We're talking £52,000, mind. You know, yeah, I know, it's a cool amount, isn't it? But, I mean, they were big, but they were nowhere near this size. They weren't 23 millimetres in their size.
That's stunning.
Absolutely incredible. I'm loving it. We've got the Keshis coming up as well, and you can really see the differentiation. You can see the difference between them. We've got sterling silver wire coming up, which I think these absolutely would be perfect for, because you've got the natural anchor points as well. Like I said, all of those wonderful characterful shapes. Fabulous though that mollusk would probably be, I can't tell you exactly, obviously, but probably, I'm going to say it, probably up to 2 feet in its diameter. Because a Tahitian pearl has to mature for at least 2 years before it can even start the cultivating process. Culture pearls generally will be, they're all much the same in terms of that maturing time. But this would have been huge. Each one would have been a huge oyster.
Amazing.
Absolutely incredible. Needless to say, we are super busy. Super busy. Margaret, hello to you. Carmarthenshire, Avis, Nicola, Brenda, Linda, Dawn. Can I just show you this alongside the Tanzanite, which graded, AA graded Tanzanite, which is being launched this morning. First time ever I've seen a graded Tanzanite here at JewelleryMaker. Can I just put those two next to one another?
Oh, that'd be beautiful, wouldn't it, with the Tanzanite in between. Oh.
Stella and Berkshire, it's really unusual to see them drilled like that too. I've got so many pearls and love Biwas, but had to get these. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? I totally agree with you. I'm exactly the same. I own more pearls than I think any other gemstone.
And if we've got any left, I'm getting those when we're finished.
You're buying these, yeah?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you, Jan? $7.95?
Well, multiples if we've got any left.
How are we doing stock levels? About 50 left, a good 30 in baskets.
I'm not going to get that.
I'll keep everything crossed for you, Jan. What would you do with these then?
Oh, I just think that, like I say, I'd buy multiple strands. I'd probably make a full necklace with something like the Tanzanite, or the Tanzanite if I was lucky enough to get it, in between. Maybe just one in the centre. Use maybe a silver spacer bead, which we've got coming up in the next kit. We've got some lovely silver spacer beads, which will go beautiful in between those. And make a full necklace. Just earrings, just centre of a bangle or a bracelet, there's lots of things you could do with them.
Do you know what? I've just seen, Ollie's been saying to me, and I was trying to work it out, he was like, oh look, it looks like the profile of a face.
Oh yes, it does.
Brucey.
It looks like Bruce. It looks like Bruce.
Bruce Forsyth.
If you're a fan of Bruce Forsyth, there we go. You might get this one. I'm going to move that now because I don't want to look at Bruce Forsyth. We're over Forsyth. I almost said then. We're over allocated. Well done. They're gorgeous, aren't they, Jan?
Beautiful.
Sorry, lovely.
Yeah.
You're not getting those. Don't forget, we have got your AA graded Tanzanite. We have got sterling silver wire coming up in the kit. I'm loving the pieces of jewellery that Jan's created. I've got my eyes on them, let's just say it that way. Do you think they might miss some of that? Oh, I like all the necklaces. I am blatantly trying to steal jewellery. Do you think? Yeah, they'll get missed. You're going to love them. Absolutely incredible. They're coming your way. Jan's coming your way. We have also got, gosh, more amazing pearl showcases. The deal of the day is huge. This morning, it's the place to be. It's the one to watch. Don't go anywhere.
I started crafting from a very young age, doing all sorts of different crafting. That developed into card making and then onto jewellery making.
I got started because my sister started giving us jewellery and the women in the family jewellery as gifts.
To start, I was making it for me, and then my friends saw what I was wearing, and then one of my friends said, well, why don't you have a go at selling? So I thought, well, I'll give it a go and see how it goes.
I do like a challenge. It's because sometimes you look at something and think you can't do it, but then you don't know if you don't try, do you?
When you've made it and you've just made it, you think that's nice, put it on. When you get it out the next time, that's when you think, yeah, that looks really good, that looks quite professional, and I'm proud to wear it.
Quite often at work they'll ask me what I'm wearing. They're astonished. First of all, you think something's so simple and they're astonished at the piece of jewellery that you've made.
They say it looks so professional, and when I show them how easy it is to do, they're saying, oh, can I have a go of it?
These necklaces are great for layering up, for atmosphere, sort of holidays.
Because they're there in the living room with you. You get to see the same people on a regular basis, and you feel a bit like you know them.
It's like a family, you know all the guests that are on the TV. And then when you come to something like a workshop, it's really good because you seem to know everybody, you know about the people that you're working with.
It just feels like your own family, that you're actually there with them and you are part of their family, you're part of their, you know, their community.
Get interactive with JewelleryMaker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people. Did you know when you book on a JewelleryMaker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewers Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker.
I tell you what, are you ready for this, jewellery makers? Rob's just been here in the studio and Jan, Rob and I have been like, ooh, so exciting, so exciting. I know, Jan, I mean the pearls that are coming up this hour.
That's stunning.
Oh, the biwas that you've just got, amazing. You're going to want to add these to your order, you really are. Listen, if you're watching today and you're not wanting to treat yourself, to be honest, you best avert your eyes, to be honest, because I am, without shadow of a doubt, going to tempt you. We've got double A graded tanzanite coming your way, and many people might be thinking, we've got loads of messages coming into the studio, is this going to be beyond my price point? Is this going to be, you know, a really considered price? Absolutely not. You know, for what you're getting, it just doesn't, the dots don't connect. So that's coming up. We've got more amazing pearls in our showcase. In fact, the ultimate strand of pearls. Jan, you've got no idea, my darling. We did ask you what this was. What would you pay, didn't we? Just
you did.
Don't keep that to yourself for a second, because we're going to say it obviously during the opportunity. But Jan, you're way out. You're absolutely way out. Now we've got a big quantity of these. Such a lovely shape, beautiful size as well. They're not small or insignificant. They are a very wearable size.
They're beautiful. They're the perfect size for a necklace,
Absolutely.
for a bracelet, earrings, whatever.
Coming your way, so this hour as well. So we've got the tanzanite at the top of the hour, just as the big hand points vertically. These are coming up about 10 to, plus one of the most beautiful kits ever. Shall we take a mosey over? Sterling silver wire is on your screens straight away. This is Moonlight Bay, the jewellery collection. I want every single piece of Jan's jewellery. I really do, Jan.
I love working with this kit. It was just one of those kits that you pick up and you know instantly what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful kit.
Oh my goodness, Jan, this is just so stunning. We're starting with the wire firstly, which you've patinaed to give that age look.
Yeah, I've patinaed some of it, and some of it I've left sort of in its natural shiny.
Oh, jewellery makers, wait till you see the pieces of jewellery that Jan's made. To die for. And I would pay hundreds of pounds for every single one of those pieces, and I know you do sell your jewellery for hundreds of pounds, but I mean the crescent of the moon that you've got there is absolutely incredible, and all solid sterling silver. Is that not one of the most beautiful pieces of jewellery you've ever seen?
It's a piece of jewellery that I would make for myself. I know that I'd be able to sell it in sort of the outlet that I sell.
Yeah. You know, if you do make that piece of jewellery again, Jan, there's a lady stood right here who will buy it from you. 100%. That's absolutely gorgeous. And what have you got in there? Is that you've got some of your gemstones set in?
I have. We've got some little spacer beads, so I've put those in there as well.
And they're sterling silver.
Sterling silver
spacer beads as well. So that's all coming your way. Just at the other side of the actual crescent, you've got a lovely flower bud.
Yep, you've got a little rosebud in there with some of the gemstones suspended from it, and that's quite a gem-heavy necklace. Again, not my sort of thing. I usually go sort of quite minimal with the gemstones, but that's so beautiful.
Oh, wait till you see this. Can I just show this piece here? Sorry, the one with the flower bud that we were just talking about there. Yeah, it's gem heavy, but again, the focal point is the sterling silver wire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without shadow of a doubt. And then you've got that. Every single one of these pieces of jewellery I would wear, Jan. Every single one. And then you've got a lovely sort of anchor, quite nautical theme.
Yes, yeah.
All sterling silver.
Again, like you say, all sterling silver, beautiful gemstones, sterling silver wire. Perfect.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
Okay, so we put your graphics onto your screen straight away for your silver wire. So let's bring you that first. What are you actually getting? It's very soft, it's very malleable.
It is, it's great wire to work with.
Yeah, if for those of you that are thinking, well, I'm new to wire work, what, you know, is this something that I should be working as a beginner? Actually, you'll probably find it easier. Is that right, Jan?
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, you can, once you've worked it, you know, if you do something wrong, you can sort of work it out. This is actually, I don't know whether it's classified as like half hard wire, but it's got a real nice feel to it to work with, and you can shape it really easily as well. You can shape it with your fingers, so it's really, really malleable and really easy to work with.
Now, it's my fault, I've just forgotten the tablet to give you all the gauges. So, what are you actually getting? Thank you. You're getting 1 mil, a metre of your 1 mil, which a metre goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it really does. You think, you know, a metre of it, but you can get sort of multiple rings from it. You get the pen. Well, I've made all those pieces of jewellery and you use the 1 million sort of most of the pendants.
Imagine the gram weight of that one reel of wire. Imagine that gram weight. You've also then got your 0.8. You get a metre of that. Then you get your 0.6. A metre in that, and you've got 5 metres in the 0.4. So perfect gauges, aren't they?
And to have the more in the 0.4 is great because it enables you to do some weaving, attaching your gemstones as well. So that goes a really, really long way. And
they are all 925 sterling silver. So this is precious. We're not talking about a plating. This is your precious wire. So certainly with the tanzanite that we've got coming up, certainly with the pearls, certainly with this kit. Now you're looking at just shy of 25 grams of sterling silver in total here.
Gosh.
You know, that's a lot, isn't it? Should be £40. I think this is going to be some of the most affordable silver that we've actually brought you. Should be £40.80. However, you're getting it today. Kit price, I've got just over 100, is that right? 102 in terms of quantity for £29.95. Again, think about the weight that you're getting here. Think about, you know, just you only need a fraction of each of a gauge of wire to make something like a spiral or that little rosebud at the bottom. Yeah. There's only a tiny amount of wire in that, Jan, isn't there?
A few inches of the wire in that.
A few inches?
A few inches, yeah.
So we've got here, hang on a second, just to recap, how many metres was it in the 0.4? 5. So we've got 8 metres of wire here.
Wow.
Of silver.
Yeah, it goes a long, long way.
I love that piece, Jan. That's incredible. What gauges of wire have you used to make that?
The
1 mil?
The 1 mil for the frame, and then I use the 0.6 to do sort of like the chaosy bit in the middle. The chaosy bit, I love that. Love a bit of chaos. Approximately for the actual flower buds that we've got on the end, what would you say? A metre, if that? Well, nowhere near that really. For the actual rosebud itself, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, and then the little frame.
It's probably about 2 inches.
About 2 inches, yeah.
Okay, so it does go a long way. And the fact, again, you are selling genuine 925 sterling silver. We're actually over-allocated on the silver. While we knew it was going to be an on-screen sellout, we have got more silver findings coming up to go along with this as well, which, again, you'd want to use your silver findings, wouldn't you? Well done to those of you that are checking out. I physically can't say hello to everybody, and congratulations to everybody. There are tons and tons of you on the phone lines and on the web. Please check out those baskets, because we had just over 100. And I think, to be honest, we could have sold 10 times that quantity.
I mean, the ring that I've made, I've used 0.8 and 0.4 on the ring, and that price, for me, I'd sell the ring for more than that price.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so beautiful as well. One single gemstone there. Yeah. Bernadette in County Carlow says, thank you. I've been waiting for sterling silver wire for a while now, as I've ran out of 0.4 a week or two ago. Great value. It really is, isn't it? Absolutely. Stuart, hello to you, or Ted in Oxfordshire says, Jan, you really are exceptional, exquisite pieces. She is, isn't she?
Thank you, Ted.
Totally agree with you. Jem is saying, love, love, love the moon, Jan. Stunning. I love every single one. Jan, can you make one of them again?
Yep, I can do that. All day long, yeah.
I just think it's adorable, isn't it? So beautiful. We've got 20 remaining, that's it. And 40 in basket, and people still on the phone lines as well. So it was always going to be an on-screen and sell-out. Just to recap, you've got your 1 mil, you've got your 0.4, your 0.6
and 0.8
and 0.8. So all of the gauges.
You've got
that you
all
need.
your essential gauges really. So you've got your 1 mil for your structure, your 0.8 for your structure, you've got your 6 mil for your details, 0.4 for weaving. You've got everything.
Everything you need.
There.
Okay, moving on to the second part of the kit. So really lovely combination of gemstones with this.
Beautiful.
And more sterling silver, by the way. So, gosh, where do we start? Aquamarine. Oh, yeah, let's start with the aquamarine because that's amazing. Jan, you also love your channel setting, don't you?
Perfect for channel setting.
Yeah.
I've done a bit of channel setting on the little anchor there, a little row of gemstones.
Oh, yes.
I have to get it in there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to learn how to channel set, Jan's got a DVD as well available on our website. We're talking about perfect depth of colour for aquamarine. This is it.
It's beautiful.
This is absolutely it. You want that beautiful, delicate blue.
Yes. It is really, really pretty. It's just beautiful. And with the combination of the other gemstones as well, it's just gorgeous.
Absolutely incredible. Now, what else do we get? You've seen that there are faceted, beautiful briolets in the actual moon piece that Jan created. That comes from this multiple beryl. Totally natural. Both of these strands, by the way, have not been heat treated in any way, shape or form. The quality, the colour is all Mother Nature. You've got morganites in here, you've got beautiful goshenite, you've got amazing more aquamarines as well. Real depth of colour coming from every single one of those members of the beryl family. Still not done, and I can't believe I'm about to introduce this strand as it is. I actually had to double check myself because I thought the colour is so good that I actually thought it was another gemstone.
Right.
I can't believe this is morganite. Look at the quality of this morganite.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
90 carats. Rob, you and I are literally on exactly the same thought there, because Rob and I both thought it was a different gemstone because the colour is that intense. You almost assume it's not morganite, because morganite generally, or what we see more frequently, is a little bit paler.
Yes, yeah.
Still beautiful, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. This is really strong colour, isn't it?
And colour is king. How many times have you heard me say that? The more manganese that is present within your beryl, the more valuable your morganite becomes, and you've definitely got it here. I mean, that is some of the most beautifully rich salmon pinks that I've ever seen actually in morganite. Generally, it can be a little bit murkier, I suppose. Not the case here. But I'm still not done. We've got more to bring you in your Moonlight Bay. Now, if you saw the crescent that Jan created, and you're thinking, I love those details. It's coming from these little small but mighty, beautiful sterling silver faceted beads. You get loads as well.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Amazing. 3mm in their size, full of sparkle. It's like adding diamonds to your pieces of jewellery, isn't it? Now, they are solid 925 sterling silver. Aren't they beautiful? And you're getting 50 in a pack as well, so 50 within this kit. It threads onto the wire that you've just got, hopefully.
Yes, yeah, it goes onto the wire perfectly. I use the 0.6 to do that detail on the crescent moon, and the 0.6 goes through them perfectly. Yeah, they're great, and they've got real sparkle to them, and they're almost like faceted, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're stunning.
So you get that sort of paparazzi flash that you might get within a colourless diamond. I mean, these here, you've patinaed these, haven't you?
I have on those ones.
On those ones, but you don't have to.
On the necklace, on the end, I think I put them in between, didn't I? Yeah, I put them in between the
oh yes, in between the gemstones.
And from here, I can see them sparkling.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you see that? That gorgeous flash of brilliance, I suppose, or lustre. Now, should be £48.80. We are going to go right down, rock bottom. Rob is saying I'm taking every single penny and pound that I possibly can off this kit price. As you can see, a full £20 note, £28.80. Wow. Again, if you've got 50 individual 925 spaces like this, the amount of sterling silver that is present there, the significant gram weight of sterling silver that is there, I'd more than happily pay £28.80 for that.
Yeah, for definite. And the strands that you've got as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that morganite strand, for me, that would probably cover that strand.
100%, yeah, without shadow of a doubt. Again, loads of you getting involved. Have we got quantity of these, Rob? Slightly less, just under 100 of these available. It's the first time I've actually seen those sterling silver spacers.
They are
With
absolutely
that
beautiful.
faceting.
Yeah, and they add so much detail as well.
Yeah.
To a piece. Just drop one of those in between a gemstone and you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I just hold one of these up, they are like silver disco balls, aren't they? The flashes that you get, amazing amounts of brilliance, and they're only 3mm rounds. You know, they are, you know, quite tiny, I suppose.
They almost look bigger than that, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Because I think because you get that sparkle from them. They do. They sort of shout at you, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. Small but mighty. You've heard me
Yeah.
say that previously before. And just one of those, maybe either side of the gemstones that you're getting here within the kit. Similarly, with the graded tanzanite that we've got coming up, with the amazing pearls that we've got coming up, you know, we have got absolutely incredible gemstones included at an affordable price tag, and you want the precious metals to go along with them. Now, okay, Jan, I'm excited. What is it that you're going to be demoing for us?
I'm going to go with the anchor.
With the anchor?
Yeah, yep.
Love it.
It was Moonlight Bay. I thought, well, the moonlight, we've got the crescent moon there, and I, thought, I was thinking about sort of the bay and the boats in the bay and the anchor and that sort of thing. That's where the thought came from.
Gorgeous, and you've got this little sort of tussle.
Yes.
The gemstones actually move there. Absolutely incredible, Jan.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I created the shape. And then just the channel setting section as well. Okay.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've taken a length of wire.
What gauge is this?
This I'm using the 0.8 for this, but you can use the 1mm as well if you want to. So I've taken a length, probably about 14 inches. I'm going to find the centre point. I'm just going to wrap it around a ring mandrel just slightly, just to get that bend. But you can use anything you've got just to get that sort of nice bend in the wire. Okay. And then I'm going to take a pair of my flat nose pliers, and what I've got, these are perfect. For me, these are a perfect size because you've got that width to them here. So get a pair of pliers. If you've got sort of your this type, where it's sort of tapered, what I do is I'd mark it with a marker pen, so you've got the same distance each time. Okay. But for these, I'm going to use these. So here is where you determine the size of the anchor. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sort of go to about here, and I'm going to make a little bend with my pliers, okay? And because I've got the same width all the time, I know that if I just pop my pliers in there and bend back, I know that I've got that shape, that size there, perfect shape. Okay? So now I'm going to pop that back in again, make another bend. Pop it in again, make another bend. So we've gone round and we've got that shape there, okay? So now, we've got the 3 sides, so I'm going to make one more, so it comes down. So now we've got that shape there, that sort of like shape there. I'm popping it back in. Now the wire's going to come back on itself now. So we've got that side of the anchor there. Okay, so if I turn that over, I'm going to leave this piece of wire here where it is. Or actually what I'll do is to get out of the way. We need to shape that around so that we can come up to the point where we're going to put in the gemstones. So what I need to do is just warm that with my finger so we get a nice bend to it. Or what you could do, you could use your bow making pliers, pop them in there and just make that bend. And if you do it sort of a round shape, if that's not in the right place, we can roll that back out.
Yeah, it's a very malleable wire, silver wire, isn't it? So,
so that isn't actually set in stone. If that's in the wrong place, we can just roll it back.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same on the other side. So again, I'm going to make that bend, pop the pliers in, make another shape, turn it round, back in, and round again. And again, because I'm using the same pliers, I know that the size is perfect, okay?
So I can just see that's the bottom one side of your anchor.
Yeah. So now we've got the other side. There we go. Oh no, sorry, I've gone the wrong way.
That's all right though, Jan, because if you go the wrong way, it doesn't matter, it's correctable.
It is.
It's great.
Thank
Loads
goodness.
of text messages coming in for you, Jan, as well. Lots of love for this kit and and your pieces of jewellery. As you know, we could. I don't know if we're going to be able to put every single one on, to be honest, with that inundated. Miss Janet in East Sussex, beautiful designs, Jan. Nice to see you back on the sterling silver bus. Great
Ding,
show,
ding.
team. Love that. Anna-Lee in Cornwall, lush as usual, Jan. You are a genius, hun.
Thank you.
She is, isn't she?
It's
She
really
is.
good to be back. I didn't realise I was going to miss it as much as I did. I thought, oh, you know, some time off, it'd be good, and I had lots to do, but I still missed you all.
Yeah, don't go away so long next time.
I won't, promise. Right, okay. So we've got our two sides. I did actually I went the wrong way on that one, but what we need to do is repeat that. So you've got that bottom section, that anchor section, and you see we've rolled this here with the round nose, with the bow making pliers, just to get that shape there.
Yeah, the perfect curve.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring those together. So we just need to really just work that until you've got these nice and straight. Run those through your fingers so they're nice and straight. Turn it over. Do the same on this side. And like Al said, you know, it is really malleable, so you can work it. So we're looking at that sort of shape. Okay.
Fab.
So now what we're going to do is channel set in some gemstones.
Ooh, channel setting.
I love it.
I do as well. Now this kit is looking like it's going to be as close to sellout. Before we go into the channel setting, Jan,
okay,
because you've also used sterling silver chain and a few other findings, haven't you? Particularly with the bracelet and the earrings. So we'll put them on your screen so you can get hold of them as well. So you can really, this is part 3 of the kit basically. And the reason why, I've been asked this question before, and I noticed on Facebook somebody had said, why are JM actually separating the kits rather than, basically not everybody, firstly it's affordability, and so it makes it more affordable. You might not want to necessarily get the wire, or you might not want to get the gemstones, you might not want to get these findings, so we split it down into 3 components, 3 parts basically, so you can make your choice. It gives you that little bit more flexibility. Now you are getting in total 45 piece findings pack, but then also an extra chain, which is a metre of sterling silver. Have we ever sold sterling silver chain in a metre's length?
I think we have before. I've not ever seen this chain in a metre length.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Because it's like an oblong, but then with a little circle sort of joining them together. It is beautiful chain.
It really is, and you've used this on, in fact you've used it on pretty much all your necklaces, haven't you? This is the chain that we're talking about, and then it does come, I've just knocked some of the findings off, it does come then with your a sterling silver pack of findings, which I'll go through what you actually get. Isn't it a lovely shape? So you can see quite elongated, rectangular links. So absolutely beautiful lustre that you're getting across. If I just literally rock my hand back and forth, you can see how it plays with the light. And again, a metre is going to get you a good, well, two bracelets and probably, sorry, 2 necklaces and a bracelet at least.
Yes, yeah.
At least. And you've got the findings as well to go alongside that. Because within this pack, you don't just get this, this metre long length, you've also got 8 inches of this gorgeous chain, which I love. You've got your round head pins, multiples of those, and you are getting 15 in a pack. You've got 2 lots of your shepherd hook earrings, sterling silver. You've got your jump rings, you've got your lobster claw clasps, as you can see, the larger and the smaller, they're both large to be honest. Your crimps and your crimp covers, all 925 sterling silver. So yeah, part 3 of your Moonlight Bay, love this, absolutely adore this kit. We're talking luxury here, without the luxury price tag, quite literally. $17.95 for everything. Bear in mind that the metre long length of sterling silver chain, if we were to sell it individually, would be $9.95. So
which is a brilliant price. But that's amazing. And like you say, when you've got some of the high-end gemstones that we've had today, and you've got the pearls coming up as well, then for me, a little bundle like this is an essential for my stash. To have sterling silver there, ready to go, perfect.
Because you know what, I get it. I know that you're going to be tempted with lots today, because I am as well, and Jan is most definitely. We both said, oh gosh, we're going to be sort of denting, the credit card's going to get a little bit of a bashing today. Absolutely. I totally get that. But think about it as an investment, because these are investment metals, precious, rare metals. It is monetary value in its own weight. Yes. The same with your graded tanzanite, the AA graded tanzanite, and the pearls. Now, if anyone's wondering, because we just had a message, seeing the difference between what I'm holding here and what Jan's created, you've patinaed it, yes?
I did. I patinaed the chain. Yeah. Just really to match along with the pendant, and that's purely using the liver of sulphur.
What is patina? And we can see what it does. It creates almost like an aged effect.
It creates an age effect, and we've got I think we've got patina, the liver of sulphur, on the website.
On our website, yeah.
And all you need to do is the tiniest drop in some warm water, drop in the piece that you've got, wait till it gets your desired effect, and then drop it into another little bath of water with a little bit of bicarbonate soda, just to stop that reaction. And then you can actually sort of polish off some of it, so that you get on the crescent moon. I did it and it was quite dark, so then I polished off some of the patina just to let sort of the silver shine through, so you get that depth to it. So I think it just adds, for me, it just adds real depth to it, but it's sterling silver all the way through.
I absolutely love that pendant, Jan. Please, can you make another one? Yeah. You're getting so many comments and text messages about it as well.
I loved it.
I'm going to go as far as say, it's my favourite piece of jewellery, I think.
I love it. I really enjoyed making it.
Back to you, my darling. Check out though to get hold of that deal. There's only 10 left.
Okay. So we've got our anchor shape, and now we've got this little section here that we're going to add in the gemstones. Okay. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of the 0.4. And I'm gonna start further up the wire, just because it's easier. You can slide the gemstones down. So all we're going to do now is wrap the 0.4 around one side there, and then we're going to drop on. Actually, what I did. Can I just start that bit again?
You start that bit again.
I'm going to start that bit again. I'm going to pull that out. Right. Okay. If you notice on the anchor, we've got sort of like a rope effect all the way around it, around the frame,
on the actual pendant. Yes.
Pendant. So to do that, what you can do is take your piece of wire, start at the middle, and then wrap that around. It's just easier to do it at this point.
Oh, so you're really literally just wrapping?
Yeah. So literally just wrap that around. I'll do it really quickly because you don't want to watch me wrapping too much. Okay. So literally just wrap that around, and I think when it's just the silver, that's a silly thing to say, but you know what I mean. When it's the sort of the plain silver, the bare silver.
I think we're spoiling you if you're saying that.
I know. I think that looks really lovely. Just make sure that you wrap it sort of properly and it goes into all the edges. But I think it just gives a really nice sort of rope effect. Okay. I won't go the other way, but what I'd do is I'd go around the other way and meet to that point there.
Okay.
Okie doke. And then I would cut off the
so meeting at this point here.
Here, yeah. So one of them then I'd continue with the channel setting, and the other one I would cut off at that point there.
Okay.
Okay. So
don't throw anything out of your sterling silver wire or anything like that.
No.
Because do you know what you're doing? Throwing banknotes in the bin, basically.
Yep. No, get yourself a little pot or a little bag or something. Pop all your sterling silver bits in there, and and you can cash them in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now I've got to this point, what I've done is because I've wrapped across, so just come across and wrapped around this section here, this side here. So now we're going to start dropping in gemstones. I'm going to pop on one of the aquamarine on there. Sorry, it's springing around a little bit. There. So now what we do is we sit that in the middle of that little channel that we've created there, and we wrap around that side. Just wrap around once and come back around the back, okay? And then go around the opposite side once. And now you're ready again now to drop in another one. I'll just put a couple in, and then I'll show you how we do the top section. Okay? So again, we just sit the gemstone in there, hold it in place with your finger, it just makes it a lot easier. Wrap around that side. Okay, come across underneath and wrap around the opposite side.
So you kind of do a figure of 8.
Yeah.
Can I hold that up so everyone can see that sort of? Can you see like a figure of 8 to hold? So the figure of 8 secures the gemstone in place.
It does. And on the back you'll see that's where we go across there. So we wrap on this side to attach the gemstone and then go across the back and wrap on that side ready to drop in the next one.
Amazing. Thank you, Jan.
So I'll do one more.
Feel free to finish it if you wanted to.
Whoops.
That totally went over your head then.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, it's okay.
Sorry, I was
like,
channel setting.
Feel free to finish it if you wanted to, you know, so there's a spare.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Okay.
I am that cheeky. See, I'll blatantly outright ask Jan. Wouldn't you though if you were in the same position?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So all you do is you do that as far along as you feel that you want the for the size of the anchor. Okay. I'll slide that back down.
Gorgeous.
Into place. So we've got those there. Actually, I'll put one more in if that's okay.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm loving watching you, Jan, as well. By the way, we've only got a few remaining of this part 3. The other sections are sold out. Sorry, this is the sterling silver, the gemstone section. So the wire's gone, the silver findings and chain have gone. We've only got the actual sort of spaces and the gemstones left now. And they're very, very, very limited, so it's all going to sell out sooner rather than later. Someone's really enjoying this, by the way, Jan. I'm getting booted left, right and centre right now. Someone's like, oh, yeah, I like this. I like Moonlight Bay.
Right, so what we've done, this is the wire that we've wrapped around, so we've got this tail here. So I'll continue wrapping that around to this point here and then cut that off. Okay, so I've channel set those gemstones in. So now we need to make the cross section of the anchor. So I'll go back to my pliers that I was using before. I'm just going to pop them in there and make an angle there. So you see you've got that shape there. And rather than do it in the opposite direction, I tend to sort of turn the work over just because it's easier for me to do that. And then you just want to match that up. So we've got one on the other side, okay? And if you've got a bit bendy, don't worry about it. When it's all finished, we can sort of shape things up. So just give that a little bit of a bend so that it's nice and straight. And then what we need to do is measure how far we want that bar to be out. So again, this is sort of personal preference, or if you've got a picture, if you've got a picture that you print off of an anchor that you...
Yeah, you could use like actually a sort of like a stencil, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly that. So what we're going to do is bend that over, squishy that together, shape it up a little bit. So we've got that, and then go on to the other side. Now this is where you need to make sure that you sort of size-wise. So working from a stencil would probably be a good idea, to be honest. I did it by eye.
Yeah, it depends. If you are very precise, then maybe you might do it by measurements. If you are a little bit more organic, like Jan and Laura Binding, another guest designer, then yeah, probably do it by eye.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've bent that both sides. So now we've got that anchor shape and we've got that bar going across. So now we need the circle section at the top to secure that anchor to, and you can pop a jump ring on there.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So to do that, I'm going to work from the back actually on this section. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut off because we don't need that much. I'm just going to snip that off. And again, as you say, that for me would be going into a pair of earrings or something. I'm going to take some bow making pliers. I'm going to pop that in right at the very end. And I'm going to roll that around. And I'm going to keep rolling and rolling until we're in the centre. There, I've actually gone too far there, so I'm just going to roll that back. So now we're in the middle there, okay? I'm going to turn that over. And now you can sort of shape all this up. Now we've got one little section there we need to secure. Okay?
Can I just ask a question, Jan?
Yeah, of course you can.
With sterling silver wire, do we actually have to work harden it, or can it be work hardened?
It can be work hardened in the same way as then. If your wire's softer, and you make a shape, you can hammer it to work hard in it in exactly
I'm not
the
saying
same
you
way.
necessarily need to with this, with the 0.8,
No.
but if you wanted to, could you work
You can
hard
do that,
on it?
yeah. I mean, you could do the shape and then just tap around it with the hammer. You can texture it obviously as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's lots of
There's
things you can do
nothing
with it.
really you can't do with silver
No.
wire that you could with the others.
No, not at all.
There we go then.
It's
Fantastic.
just actually, it's probably easier to do it with the silver than it is the plated.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've got this tail left and we've got our little circle here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this around this section. So, but what you need to do really is hold it together. So I would hold that circle and this just so that you're not going to sort of be pulling it out of shape. Okay, and then just pull that around. There. And then I'm going to just close it up there. I'm not going to wrap it around because I didn't want any bulk. I didn't want it to be too bulky there. I'm actually going to snip that off just a little way past. Make sure you put in the right one. And then I'm just going to take some pliers, probably the flat nose ones, and just close up that little sort of join that I've made there. Just give that a little bit of a squeeze. Don't worry if that comes out of shape. You can just pop your bow making pliers or whatever you've used back in. And then with the tail that you've got here, all I did is continue that around to make that rope effect. And just really that's basically it. So I continued that, wrapping that around all the way around across this section, back here to this point here, and cut that off.
So you're doing your rope effect again there, aren't you?
Yeah, so all of the sections here are covered in that sort of rope effect. And then all I did, I added a jump ring to this section here, and then added some of the drop gemstones.
Love that. And again, you've got, these are actually briolette wrapped, aren't they, as well?
Do you want me to show you how to do that?
Yes, because I've noticed these are a little bit different to how I've seen briolette drops before. It might just be the fact that you've invested a little bit more of your silver wire, but look how beautiful they are. Can you see that briolette wrapping? And then with the actual patina as well itself. You've actually made a feature of the wrap itself.
Yes, I think because it's patinaed, and to patina it, I wouldn't put your gemstones in, and I decided to do the patinaing after I'd actually wrapped them. So I didn't want to put my gemstones into the patina. So what I did is I mixed up a solution that I did the other pendants in, and then I got a paintbrush and painted it on.
That's a really good point, because you probably would have to be careful with certain gemstones, wouldn't you? So that's a really good point. Don't submerge your gemstones, actually just paint it on.
Yeah.
Top tip.
So I used just a little paintbrush and just painted on the patina.
Okay, fabulous.
Okay. So to do that little wrap, I'm using the 0.4. You just drop on your little drop, excuse me. There you go. So what we're going to do is just going to bend both of those together. So we've got that there. And then squeeze those in with your finger so it brings in that shape, so it follows that shape. Then take some round nose pliers, pop them in.
Pinching both of the wires?
Yep. Wrap it round.
Are you all right?
Excuse me.
Got a tickle?
I have got a tickle. There you go.
Yeah.
So bring them together, squeezing the wires together, and then simply wrap it around. But as you're doing it, hold that.
You're kind of doing a double briolette wrap, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're using 2 gauges of the wire.
That's it. So you hold it, wrap it around, and then when you've got a section, well, you know, as far down as you want to go, start wrapping back up.
Yeah.
Sort of stop at that point, halfway round. Take some flush cutters.
Trim it off.
Trim that off again. Kick a little bits of wire.
Squeeze it in together.
Just make sure that it's squeezed in. You've got no sharp edges. Pop in your round nose pliers again. Straighten up that little, and there's your little drop.
Isn't it gorgeous? So you've actually got sort of a double row, which I love.
And you've still got a little bit of movement to it.
Yeah.
But it's secured.
Yeah, love it, love it. Well done. Thank you so much,
You're
Jan.
welcome.
You are absolutely awesome, as always. Don't forget, we've got the pearl strand coming your way in literally 10 minutes and counting. Deal of the day is at 11 a.m. It is, for the first time, AA graded tanzanite, brand new in, 248 opportunities, which will go at an affordable price. So I'm really excited to be able to bring you that. More from the wonderful Jan after this, but don't go anywhere, because now it's time for you to bask in your glory in today's Wall of Fame. Ah, I tell you what, isn't she amazing? And so are you. So are you. All of you. You're incredibly talented.
Look at them.
I know, I know. Do you want to start, my lovely?
Okie doke. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is amazing. Very romantic.
Stunning. It's number 69 and it's from, I think it's from Hazel. And Hazel says, this week I've made my first scroll heart. I could never get them to turn properly, excuse me, and ended up with square edges. Until last week, Alice and Terry demonstrated how to do them and I thought I would have another go.
She did, yes.
It's not perfect, but getting better. That's beautiful.
I'd say it's perfect, Hazel. I'd say it's perfect.
Sorry.
Oh, bless you, that's all right.
I'll just have a drink.
I've got a beautiful, colourful piece. You go for it. You go for it. Have a drink of water. I've got number 64 here. Lovely, colourful piece of jewellery which comes from Christine Summers in New Milton, Hampshire. And she says, good morning, JM team. I love polymer clay so much it's become an obsession, but I don't want to be cured. Here is a necklace I made recently. I found some JM stripy beads, howlite I think, in my stash which match the polymer clay pendant really well. Also, I used some gold-coloured hematite and black agate all from JewelleryMaker. All the best to everyone. Have a lovely day, and that's from Christine Summers in Hampshire. Yeah, stunning, absolutely beautiful, colourful piece. I would say they're agate, striped agate.
Perfect match, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Sorry about the coughing.
It's all right, look.
It's number 70 and it's from Catherine Humphreys. And Catherine says, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I started this pendant at Laura's intricate wire weaving course last Saturday. It's finally finished and I'm pleased with how it turned out. Hope you like it. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's an ametrine from my bead scoop and silver plated wire. Good luck to everyone in the draw, and that's from Catherine. That is absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous. You can imagine sort of a tanzanite with the silver wire that you've just seen in that same design. Absolutely amazing. Or a pearl, maybe. I've got number 65. Someone's got an absolute skill at Tree of Life. It comes from, I've been to this place myself, and it was one of the best places I've ever been. Comes from Deanna Bello in Las Vegas, over in Nevada. Hello to you, Deanna. And what a beautiful piece. Hello, JM. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame. This is my this is my fall Tree of Life, made with red tiger's eye and 2 different wire colours for the trunk, brown and brass to give it a shimmer look. Love and enjoy, JM. Everything you see is from JewelleryMaker. JM inspires me with my creation. Thank you. Our Deanna, thank you, my darling, over in beautiful, sunny Vegas.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Amazing.
This is number 71. This is really, really gorgeous. This just shows how sort of simple designs can be really sort of statement.
Yeah.
Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Just a simple chain with labradorite hearts put in with a lobster claw clasp. All from JM, of course. Good luck to everyone. Loving the shows, and that's much love from Natasha.
Gorgeous, Natasha. Like I say, simplicity, class, gorgeous. Absolutely. I've got number 66 here, lovely photograph as well, from Jenny Lawson in Staffordshire. Hi everyone, I've made this ring in the sun this afternoon. It is made with coral and amber from my stash and a copper coloured wire. I really enjoyed making it. I've met some lovely people on your workshops and still keep in touch with quite a few. Love the show and still watch regularly. The presenters and the designers are fabulous, and I shall be returning to do more courses soon. Love to all, and that's Jenny Lawson. Jenny, what a lovely message. And we absolutely love showing your pieces and certainly having you here in the studio as well. Number 66.
This is number 72.
Wow.
Look at that. How neat is that? Number 72, and this is from Trace Scott. And Trace says, this is my first attempt at a wirework heart pendant.
Oh, wow.
Goodness me. Made from 1mm and 0.4 antique bronze wire and crackle quartz beads, all from JM. Well, if that's a first attempt, goodness, look at it.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Quite. I always wonder that as well. 67 I've got from, let me see, Kay Hesling. Hello to you, Kay. And she says, hi everyone at JM Towers. Hope you're all well. Here is my entry to the Wall of Fame for this week, a necklace and earring set. The necklace is made from silver zari ribbon, choker style, lapis lazuli hearts and silver plated findings. The earrings are also silver plated findings and lapis lazuli hearts. All products from JewelleryMaker, of course. I do hope they're good enough for the wall. They most certainly are, my lovely. Please keep up the laughter, filled shows and incredible bargains. Good luck all to fellow waffers and to me. And that's Kay Hesling. Beautiful, absolutely love it. Classic design, number 67.
This is number 73, really lovely displayed. Okay, this is from Anne Stevens in Staffordshire. And Anne says, "Hi all at JM, here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. This necklace bracelet has been made by using rose gold plated 95 silver bracelets I purchased a while ago. I used 2 to make the necklace with an eye pin in the centre holding pink pearls and rainbow moonstone. The bracelet is made with pearls and rainbow moonstone. I also made the earring wires from eye pins, first time doing so, and attached pearls and rainbow moonstone to those. This is my great niece's 18th birthday present in June. She loves pink. All gems and findings from your good sales. I wouldn't shop anywhere else. Hope this set shows up okay in the picture. Good luck to all who enter." Well, it shows up beautifully. It's really lovely. And she's going to love that.
Yeah, she certainly is.
Beautiful.
Last but by no means least, lots of amazing wire workers on this today's Wall of Fame. Number 68 comes from Della. Hello to Della. And she says, "Hi all at JM. Here is a red agate cabochon wire wrap pendant made with 0.8mm red coloured wire and 0.4. The pendant measures 57mm by 30 wide, and on all items are from JewelleryMaker. This is my first attempt at wire wrapping a cabochon, and I think it turned out pretty good. Love the items and I have bought, and it's all amazing quality, and love the shows and the designer tips, and that's love from Della. Beautiful, Della. I can't believe, again, that's your first attempt. Beautiful. It's just incredible. Keep those entries coming into the Wall of Fame, folks, and I'll keep everything crossed for the draw for next week. Now, it's time. Do you know what? Double whammy though. The pearls and then the graded tanzanite. If there are 2 purchases, 2 gemstones that you treat yourself to today, it has to be the next 2. Now, I can't believe we are taking to the levels, to the supremacy of quality. Beautiful. With both of these opportunities. First, the pearls, how uniform the shape are, how beautiful the size is, how abundantly lustrous they are to such a price point. Now, Jan, we asked earlier on, what do you think these are going to? She's way out, believe me. Absolutely way out, Jan. We've had yeah, I'd have paid it too, without doubt. I'll let you know what that was in a few seconds. It is the first incredible, I reckon the first of your deal of the days. It's a showstopper and it's up next. I'm just going to get the housekeeping out of the way for a second before we absolutely fall in love and respond. Hopefully you're doing that. In fact, I can already see you are responding on the phone lines and on the web. We have 200 of these available. 200. It's not nearly enough. It's really, really not. A cultured pearl wants to be of a uniform shape, beautifully spherical, wants to have size, wants to have a smooth exterior surface if possible, wants to be reflective with iridescence and pearlescence. If it's got all of the above, and we were talking about with the Biwa and the Keshi, how they embrace their individualities, their characteristics, if you like, this is all about the perfection of shape, basically. What I love about this strand, 200, like I said, that's all we have available, totally natural. These aren't bleached in any way, shape or form. This is how they actually come out of the mollusk. What I love about this opportunity is, do you know, and this is where I get a little bit sentimental, and I have to remind myself, and I do remind myself of this quite regularly. Do you know what I love about JewelleryMaker? Is that they make things possible. I've been in the situation, and I am in the situation, before I found this wonderful company, and I'm not talking about just as a place of work, I simply would not have the jewellery collection that I have if it wasn't for JewelleryMaker. Fact. That's not just me, by the way. That's this little one. That's future generations. It would not have been possible because I'm not too proud to say that I haven't got deep pockets. I haven't got a budget where I can literally splash out 4 figures on a pearl necklace. I certainly haven't got a budget whereas if it wasn't for this wonderful company that I'd be able to treat my loved ones, my nearest and dearest, my mum, my family, my best friends, my bless her little goddaughter whose birthday it is today. I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for this this wonderful company. And I just wanted to get that in there if I could for a second, because this is the quality that we're getting here, the quality that I would expect to be with your 18-karat gold clasps, to be with your, you know, with the gold spaces that we saw earlier on. That's the prestige. I'm not in the least bit surprised that we've already got people multi-buying. I'm not just talking 2s and 3s. Worcestershire's just bought 5 of these, and I'm going to be doing very similar, stock permitting. in Hampshire, I'm always astounded by the beauty, size, quality and prices for all the pearls available on JM. Love these and how low they cost exactly. Barbara is saying, got mine, thank you all. Do you know, I am a sentimental so-and-so, I am, and I do, particularly now, I'm even more emotional than I ever was before. I'm grateful though, and I'm a big one for sort of counting my blessings. You know, life has got some really, has got horrible ways of reminding you of awful things and, you know, rocking the boat, etc. Things happen, don't they? But this is something that I'm eternally grateful for. If you're passionate about the quality of your gemstones, if you're passionate about having something which is a legacy piece which you can pass on, where you can generate memories as well, that's the beauty of gemstones and jewellery, is that you generate memories whilst wearing. This is one of those strands. I mean, I'm getting really sentimental, Jan, and I know we're very like-minded on this though, aren't we? You know, that's the quality of our pearls.
It's second to none, absolutely second to none. The pearls are they're just beautiful, and the prices are just crazy. Crazy prices.
It really
when you
is.
see the quality of them, and when we looked at these earlier, I was blown away by them because they're so beautiful.
Jan, I've just literally laid these out here like so. Just imagine. I don't know. Think of someone that needs somebody that you love dearly. Somebody that you love dearly. Whether it's your mum, whether it's your sister, your best friend, I don't know, whatever. Somebody that deserves something really, really special. Can you imagine gifting a necklace like this? Because we are talking about giftable prices here, Jan. And yet, I mean, look how special that is. This is what you imagine in the movies, you know, in the films, and what are in Bond Street and Hatton Garden and all of those big establishments, laid out and displayed like so. Just a simple clasp at the end. Classic pearl necklace for hundreds, if not, the reality is, thousands upon thousands of pounds. Yeah. I know, I am a sentimental fool, I am, I totally get it, and I'm probably even more so now than ever. You know, I get emotional at anything, Jan. It comes with pregnancy, doesn't it? It does. But when you see quality like this, it's only gonna sort of really pull on those heartstrings all the more.
It is an emotional thing, and the thing is, when you think about you're making these pieces either to sell them, and you know that someone's going to buy them and give them as a special gift to someone, and you know that person's going to be getting that, and you're going to open the box and you're going to be having that beautiful necklace. You know, it is emotional.
Yeah, and you know, Steve Bennett, our former boss here, who used to own JewelleryMaker. Can I just say, he used to talk to us about emotional attachment quite a lot. And he used to say, do you feel that emotional attachment to a piece of jewellery? You should, because it's not just about what it looks like, it's how it feels. It's how it feels when you're buying it, when you're wearing it, the memories that you're generating, or when you're giving it as well. It's that emotional attachment. I love that expression. And you know what? I've got it all. I've got it all with this strand, and I'm not alone. There's so many. We're going to have to bring that price tag in. We had 200, past tense. How many have we got left? 100 checked out even before we put that price tag onto your screen. And there's loads in baskets and more by the second literally joining us as well. Have you got that emotional, you know, tug, I suppose? And that's the difference when you're looking at something which you go, oh yeah, that's pretty. That's not emotional attachment. That's not like, oh, no. I've got to have that.
No, when you look
it's
at
a
pearls,
need.
you actually feel something. It does.
Yeah.
It does stir feelings, isn't it?
I'm looking at this and I'm getting sentimental at the same time, but just because of the quality and the fact that I know this is legacy pieces of jewellery, so it's not just me that's going to be enjoying this. I don't know, maybe my unborn daughter is going to wear these on her wedding day in future years. I mean, how fantastic is all that? Like I said, I know I'm very emotional and everything right now, but that's the emotional attachment that Steve talks about, and I think he's absolutely right. This couldn't be more appropriate. The quality that you are getting here. Can you imagine gifting this? How are you going to feel? How are they going to feel? Can you imagine wearing this yourself? Can you imagine passing this on? Can you imagine, you know, creating within it all of that sentiment that comes along with working with quality pearls like this? My goodness, we are so busy. There is a little bit of a wait on the phone lines. It's minimal. It's a free telephone number, don't forget. So it's your time that you are investing, and that is a tiny amount of time as well. What you're about to acquire is some of the most beautiful investment pearls. And obviously $14.95 is no reflection of the true value. I actually laugh at that price point. You know, our pearls here at JewelleryMaker, I genuinely, and I'm not just saying it because I work for them, I genuinely believe this. I've got loyalty not just because I work for them. I've got loyalty because I'm grateful for JewelleryMaker. You know, I generally don't think that our pearls can be beaten.
No. They are second to none.
Yeah.
You know, I've not found anywhere. To be honest, I don't look anymore because I just don't bother.
No, same.
But they are so beautiful. They are so beautiful.
But I think there's a reason why I own more pearls than any other gemstone, and this is why, because of the quality, basically. Sorry, Rob. Oh, a quick count. Or count of the pearls. Yeah, sure, no problem, I can do that for you. Sorry, it's me getting carried away again. Bear with me, because there's a lot. There is a lot. About 50 are in baskets, by the way, so please check those out. Because we've only got 50 left, by the way. We've got people still on the phone lines. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Let me just turn it around. 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52. 52 very uniformed, beautifully spherical, genuine cultured pearls. That's working out at 29 pence each.
Does that mean 26 pairs of earrings? Is that me? I'm not good with
that's
that.
26 pairs of earrings.
26 pairs of earrings. Wow.
And it's going to cost you, let's say, 60 pence for you to make.
25
and sterling silver on top, obviously.
25 pounds, isn't it,
for a pair of earrings?
Yeah.
I mean, Jan, I'm displaying it literally like a piece of jewellery because it is in my eyes. All you need to do is add a clasp there. I'm looking at this and I'm genuinely thinking, and I am passing on my own personal experiences of selling pearls for many, many, many years. Jan, you sell pearls, hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, and I did say to Robert, if I restrung this strand and put maybe one of the tanzanite that we've got coming up, just one of the tanzanite, for me that's 150, 160 pounds.
Without doubt.
Necklace. You know, and upwards, depending on where you're selling.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, you're not going to probably fetch £150 at a craft fair or a summer fete or something like that. But if you do promote it and sell it in the right way, then there's nothing stopping you doing that. If you were to get a valuation, yes, I know, again, it's an investment. You have to pay for that initially. But I'm absolutely certain jewellers would give you something which is in the 3 figures and then some. It will sell out because I've still got people people on the phone line, so we've still got, gosh, tons in baskets, and we actually had 200 initially. I'm completely overwhelmed by that. It's really pulled on my heartstrings, that pearl necklace. I just absolutely love it. It's so classic and timeless. It's just amazing. Can I show you it next to these as well? Just like Jan said, just putting one of your graded tanzanites in there takes it to a whole other level. If this was in a shop window, I mean, what would you be thinking? There would be the buzz me in type, the doorman, the security there, the white gloves, those sort of establishments which are really intimidating. It's no price tags, those kind of places, which I don't even walk in anymore. I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable, basically, because I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable in those kind of environments, but the quality, the luxury is here. Now, is it 11 o'clock? Can I say from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, you're going to love that pearl necklace. You really are. Strand, you really are. Strand, it's a necklace, isn't it, Jan? It is.
Pretty much.
You're going to absolutely adore it from the bottom of my heart. And can I just say as well, good luck to every single one of you that's watching right now, because 248, we've just had a sellout right there near on. We've had entire sellouts throughout the course of the morning. Good luck, because for the first time ever, after this very short break, we are going to be bringing you double A graded tanzanite.
Get interactive with Jewellery Maker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Versatility. You can do anything with wire work. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge, great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, there's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet, anyway.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
I'm excited for you. I really, really am. Every single hair on my body, I think, is stood up on end right now because we're launching for the first time double A graded tanzanite. Now, as soon as we introduce this auction, we've got, again, I'll tell you exactly how many we've got in terms of quantity. It is meant to last the entirety of the day. It's not gonna. We've got 248 in terms of its quantity, and it is coming your way at a price tag which is, you know, not ridiculous. It's not beyond most people's reach. It is going to be something which is feasible. Please think about, though, this is not just a moment in time that we're responding to right now. It's not a case of, oh, it's tanzanite, we all love it, you know, and I'm going to buy it. We're talking about tanzanite that is legacy, that is heirloom, you know, all of the things that I was mentioning previously. Graded tanzanite. Now, you might not know, if some of you might already, that the grading system itself was actually invented by Steve Bennett. So Steve Bennett, being our former owner here at JewelleryMaker, he invented it because he wanted our customers to be able to know in clear form what you're looking at in terms of quality and monetary value. So you can get non-graded tanzanite, you can get singly graded, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Quad A being the ultimate, basically. As soon as you start looking at your Quad A tanzanites, then start thinking about tipping 5 figures, basically. It's exceedingly rare and it's exceedingly expensive. Now, what you're about to own, how exciting is that? What you are about to own is double A graded. Now, what determines that grading is 3 things. I've written them down and I've even printed something off the GIA website for you. Hue, tone, and saturation. So, no mention of carat weight here, folks. That's not what determines the grading. It's 3 things: hue, tone, and saturation. I want to read this out to you, and I've literally printed it off this morning just so everybody knows what you're about to own. So, in terms of your tone, it says, how dark is the tanzanite? That's what tone is. If you've ever heard any presenter or myself throw these into the conversations about coloured gemstones, tone is the level of darkness. Not too light, not too dark. Tone is relative lightness or darkness of colour, with 0 being white or colourless and 10 being black. So with tanzanite, you want it to be very much in the middle. You don't want black tanzanite, obviously. You certainly don't want colourless tanzanite. So it's all seen in tones. What is, let me show you, I've just highlighted a few of these sections. Saturation. So saturation is the brightness or the purity intensity of the hue. So the purer the hue, the higher the grade it will get on the saturation scale. The saturation scale goes from 1 to 6, and again, you want it to be vivid. So ultimately your saturation, you want to be high. You want it to be that 6, not 1 at all. You've got high saturation here as well. Now, last but by no means least is your hue. Hence an extremely fine fine tanzanite will carry, the hue itself will actually have, putting all those things together, all three components are then combined to create the overall grade of the tanzanite as follows: hue, tone, saturation. Hue, we're talking about secondary colours. So as we know, tanzanite is a highly pleochroic or triachroic gemstone, more accurately, meaning you'll see those secondary hues. We're deliberately holding off on the graphics, and there is a reason for that. This is one of the most exciting opportunities I think we've ever had here at Jewellery Maker. So it would be entirely reminiscent. I'm going to stand up for a minute. It would be entirely inappropriate, to be honest, if I weren't to invite this lady down into the studio. She is our gemologist, Hannah Roxbury. You're right, gorgeous. Mwah. I'm really excited.
I know, it is, it's just so beautiful. And now we have the opportunity to start grading our gemstones. It's going to be, a long process.
Yes.
But we'll see more and more sort of filtering through in the next coming months and so. So we started with tanzanite.
Well, I guess it's only right that we start with tanzanite, really.
Absolutely.
And one thing I wanted to say, and I said before in that very short break, is that I'm almost reluctant to show it on a strand.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because it's a parcel.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? It's a case of, I want to show the finished pieces of jewellery which have been created. This is with one individual gemstone. That's a AA graded tanzanite. And we were talking about what determines the quality in the grading system itself.
It depends on the gemstone. And obviously, in this case, we're looking at tanzanite. So we're looking for that saturation, hue, and tone of the colour.
I've just explained all that.
Good.
So fantastic that we are literally singing off the same hymn sheet. So no. That is ultimately what determines the quality of the colour. Now, again, I've been talking about it throughout the course of the morning. Hannah's just saying, look, please don't think that this is going to be out of your budget, out of your price point, because actually we're about to make, and again, I got all sentimental earlier on. I was just like, if it wasn't for Jewellery Maker, I wouldn't have the collection that I've got. This little one wouldn't have the collection that she's going to have, etc. This is a gemstone which is aspirational.
It totally is, and it's one of those kind of gemstones that has such a unique history. Given that it's a relatively new gemstone to the market as well. We've already seen it become a birthstone for December. Yep. We've already seen the just amazing feedback from our customers as well of how loved this gemstone is.
Absolutely.
And if we're going to, do justice to what Mother Nature has provided us, we felt it only right to start bringing in our own grading system on these as well. Because it acts as a way to give assurances to our customers, give assurances to our buying teams, both here and in Jaipur, of what sort of level we're aiming at as well, which I think is really interesting to note.
And I think lastly, before we actually everything goes crazy on the phone lines and on the web, because we haven't introduced our graphics as of yet. We had, Hannah and I had the privilege amongst some of our other colleagues as well to meet a gentleman called John Sowell, who was very much part of the actual history of tanzanite. And please consider this, if you're buying from us right now, if you are buying your graded tanzanite right now, and I do believe that, this is monumental, not just for us, but for you as well, or in fact, most importantly for you, you're buying from somebody who is respected by a gentleman who is an integral part in the history of this very gemstone. The fact that, I was completely starstruck.
Amazing, yeah. Such an honour to meet him.
Yeah, the fact that he had, we've spoken to John Sowell himself, absolutely incredible. And you're buying from a company which is absolutely considered in tanzanite sales. Are we ready, Hannah? We have 248. I know it's meant to last the entirety of the day.
I don't think it will.
It's not going to, is it? Your graphics are on your screens. Please break this down. Now on the strand I'm looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 individual solitaire gemstones. I'm almost reluctant to show the strand itself because I want you to consider it as a parcel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually consider it with the tissue paper wrapped up, as you would be buying the same way, sort of like Hannah does, and as a gemologist and part of head of our buying team and everything. So this is what I would expect to be looked at individually and everything, and assessed individually.
Well, it is as well. When you think from a buying process, these have all been colour matched, these have all been graduated matched, these have all been put together from, without being too specific, quite a small selection. Not a lot is coming out of the ground.
No.
Raw material. So you think you've got to match all of that, you've got to match in the tones, you've got to match in the shapes. An awful lot of work goes in to bring in just a strand, and I'm not sure whether just showing it on the strand does full justice to the stone itself.
Precisely my thoughts, because I was just thinking, you know what, can I just say, get this home, use that 30-day money-back guarantee as well, and do your research, because, you know, when Hannah says this isn't, so little of it is coming out of the ground at the moment, and I've spoken in before, and I know some of my fellow hosts and presenters have said before that, you know, it might be a case of, we're not saying that tanzanite is going to run out tomorrow.
We're not saying that.
But the price of the cost of mining might make it no longer financially viable.
Well, yeah, I mean, the depths that they're in, I mean, Tanzanite 1 is not producing anymore. The depths that they're now in 2 and 3, it's not cost effective, and it's not something that has been located anywhere else in the world.
No.
If those
1 in a million chance. That's the statistic I've been told.
That
Tanzanite reoccurring.
It's a quirk of nature. It just so happens that those chemical compositions, the right pressure, the right heat, the right, you know, rock formations around it were there.
Yeah.
And that is such a rare thing. And I think when we're bringing stones in, showing them on the telly, we often forget just how they're formed.
Yeah.
Just how rare they are.
Absolutely. 110%. I mean, I tell you, when I first started in the gemstone world, Hannah, I mean, I can remember there was a small, and it was a very prestigious jewellers. I've spoken about it before. I've never mention the name, and I won't mention the name because I'll get into trouble. But it was a very prestigious jewellers. Let's just say they sold the likes of Cartier and Versace and all that. Anyway, I was in love with a tanzanite ring. I'm going back to when I was in my early 20s. I'm 37 now, and it was £13,500. Now that was before the grading system. It was probably well under 2 carats in a solitaire, yet had the gorgeous colour. But £13,500. And that's going back over a decade, well and truly over a decade in actual fact. So please don't think that we are being over ambitious, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. Overzealous with it.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly rare opportunity.
It really is. And we've got 248 today. That's it. That is it. Now, I did promise that this is going to be a tanzanite opportunity, like potentially no other. 80 are allocated already, and you haven't even seen the price point. If you're thinking, Elena, because I've been harping on about it all morning, I'm gonna, of course. If you're thinking, it's beyond my budget, we are taking it to one of the most inconceivable tanzanite deals. I mean, just consider this. When we've brought you one of those, say, cabochons on its own at maybe 5 carats, what price has it been?
89, 129, some of them.
Exactly. Wait until you see. Bear in mind, there's 9 individual solitaires. Amazing depth of colour. All those three factors that we were talking about, which determines the grading system of your the grading of your tanzanite, the tone, the saturation, and the hue. You've got it all for. Oh.
Wow.
You'd pay that for one, Hannah?
Absolutely. I mean, I would, personally, I would.
100%. Can I just say, everybody at home, to put everything into perspective, we've got management in the gallery watching, we've got Hannah, a gemologist here in the studio. We're so excited about this opportunity. I really want you to get hold of this.
I really do, because I think it's those sort of things, when you start jewellery making, especially with us, with JewelleryMaker, you have those opportunities to use genuine gemstones. When you go into the realms of start using things like this, it just takes your jewellery to that next level. I mean, this is the sort of thing, genuinely, you would see in your boutiques, in your high street jewellers.
100%.
Well, I mean, would you though?
Well, you would, but then they wouldn't have the price tag attached to them and things like that. I used to sell them, Hannah. You know, and again, if you've been on, I don't know, cruise ships or anything like that, we're talking about huge figures. And I'm not allowed to stand here and value it and tell you what I think it is, and neither I don't know.
I am.
Are you? Are you? Well, there we go. Jan. Come on over, my lovely.
Oh, come in.
Yeah, come on over, because I can see you like this as well. You're really, really excited about it. It's
so beautiful, isn't it?
Come on over.
Can I pick it up?
It's so incredible. And just imagine in a few working days, you're going to have this. You're going to have it in your grasp. You're going to be able to, take it out to natural daylight. Really see that triachroism because there's loads of pinks coming through.
It's got a beautiful overtone of the pink there actually, which indicates that the bitterist has taken a look at this rough stone. And he's done what he does best. He's done what he is trained in, what he loves, what he's passionate about. And he has taken that rough and just used it to its best potential.
Absolutely. And that's key, isn't it? Then, the cutting is absolutely crucial because in terms of a rough gemstone, you could have, a graded tanzanite and then it's cut really poorly, Hannah, and it's worthless, basically.
Yeah, absolutely right, because as soon as you put it in different crystal planes, you cut it in the wrong direction, you lose that colour, you lose that overplay of the beautiful light pink tones, and you just think it's such a shame. Whereas this, it's like the Rolls Royce. You've got everything you want.
You do.
You do get goosebumps,
you really
don't you?
do.
Can I just ask, what would you do with this, Jan?
For me, looking at it now, rings would be perfect. I'd put it with the pearls, as we said, the pearls from earlier. Maybe that centre one, just in the centre of a pearl necklace.
as a solitaire.
Beautiful.
Can I just tell you, everybody, this is working out at £7.20 per tanzanite, per graded tanzanite, and that's averaging a 7-carat solitaire. However, do you know what? I'm actually anxious about this. We are dropping the price.
What? No.
Half the stock has gone. We don't need to do this. We've got probably over 50 in baskets. $54.95. What's that working out at per graded tanzanite solitaire? Do you know what? I'd be £6.10, which is absolutely ludicrous in a good way. That's less than £1 a carat.
Well, that's what we say, deal of the day. That's why we bring them out.
Totally. Last time I was looking on the web, Hannah, and I do this regularly, is and it's difficult to make combinations, especially when you're looking at sort of websites, which I wouldn't particularly trust as much as, well, in fact, I wouldn't trust as much as JewelleryMaker. I'll say it as it is. But I was looking at graded tanzanite, and it wasn't unusual to see the 3 figures and then some per carat.
Yes. Easily, especially in the current climate with the problems we're facing with sourcing tanzanite at the moment.
So somebody else can see it as well, because I'm hogging it a bit, aren't I?
Jan says she's hogging it. You're hogging it. It's all right, my darling. That's fine. And you've got 9 exquisite heirloom opportunities there. Whether you choose to make it into a solitaire ring like the lovely, sorry, we haven't said, like the gorgeous Sue has done. Sue, I tell you what, go into town with that necklace.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah. Absolutely incredible. I personally would be thinking your golds, but I'm a gold girl. If you prefer your silver, then it's definitely something that warrants the precious.
Well, it can go any of the 3 big metals, really, can't it? Because you're pulling the different tones. When you put it with the silver, you're pulling the blue, you're pulling the silvery tones in it. You put it with gold, you're giving a much more opulent look to it, and it brings out the more yellowy overtones. And of course, if you put it with the rose, you're pulling the pink tones from it as well.
Oh yes, that's a good idea. That's a good point, because you'll get the secondary hues. Now we've got loads of messages coming through to the studio, and we can't wait to hear from you. There you go, there's one from Dee in Hampshire. The design on the bust is fabulous. Who made that? It was Sue, my lovely, as it's helped me decide on how to use mine when they arrive. Yeah, see, Sue? Absolutely amazing. Maria in Surrey has actually said, wow, ladies, I got mine. Thanks, JM. It goes, this goes to my collection. I would be doing exactly the same. Debbie in Gloucestershire, I checked Jan and Elle's pockets on the way out. Lol, got mine. Well done to you, Debbie. I truly don't think come the end of literally come 1/2 the hour there's going to be a single one of these remaining. It is the deal of the day, and I don't know if we're going to be able to repeat this again, because Hannah, from a buying point of view, it's nigh on impossible.
Yeah, and it really is. I mean, we listen to customer feedback. We know how much you love your blue tones, how much you love tanzanite. It's not easy to get, and
no.
I've been with the business about 5 years now, and even in that short time, I've seen just how much more difficult it is now compared to just 5 years ago. It's an incredibly hard gemstone to get hold of.
And I think, yeah, from personal experiences, you know, if we look at what we used to buy and what we buy now, it's, gosh, dramatically changed. You know, once upon a time we used to probably buy thousands upon carats, didn't we?
Yeah.
Direct from the source sometimes. Yeah. But now, I was over in Jaipur about this time last year, and I literally saw a parcel probably about that size, probably about the size of the strand. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's scary. I mean, you walk around the big trade fairs, you go to Hong Kong, you go around the ones in India as well, and it's just not there. It's just like a massive gap in the market now. And it's sad, but saying that, when we've still got opportunities like that,
yeah, precisely,
you know, to come in and grab it while you can.
It's good. It's good for you right now if you are successful and you own this and you own graded tanzanite. Can I just say, let's do a direct comparison from our own website. Our own website, Hannah.
Okay.
There's a 10 carat cabochon.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
$44.95.
Okay.
Incredible
Still
deal.
Good price. Yeah.
5-star reviews, by the way.
Yeah.
5-star reviews, so that's customers saying, yeah, this is amazing quality. You're getting graded tanzanite here for $54.95 and you're getting 65 carats.
Yeah, I don't know how the maths works on that.
No. No, but I wouldn't even bother trying. Yeah, precisely. Do you know? I got a little bit. It doesn't take much to even before pregnancy. I was quite a sentimental person, wasn't I? I tell you what, how overwhelming. And can I just say, take a sense of pride in this as well, Hannah, because look how many people's dreams you've made come true.
Oh. That's really nice. That's really special. And to see all the little names and know that these beautiful stones are going to all these beautiful people, and I can't wait to see what you make with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what brings me the most joy. You know, we go out there as a buying team, we buy these stones, always in the mindset that these are going to be loved and cherished by our customers, and they're going to be made into heirlooms.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just wanted to say that because you don't often get to see the names and everything. You're upstairs, and you know, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. So I just wanted to give her a little bit of credit. Patricia in Manchester is saying, "OMG, thank you, JM, so much. I love tanzanite. I will cherish this. Love to see you, Jan. We have missed you." That's from Pat. I think that's going to say from the bottom of your heart as well. How are we doing in terms of quantity? Okay, we have approximately just under 100 remaining, but a good 50 are in baskets already. So if you do the maths, and then people still in the in the process of speaking to our call centre, so I reckon we're probably going to be looking at maybe, by the time we take the graphics off, maybe a couple of 20, if that left.
I'm not going to get them. Well, I might.
Well,
fingers crossed.
If you make a dash for it in the break, Jan, you might just make it. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. It truly is I think the deal of the year.
Yeah, I would go with that. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hannah, for coming down. Thank you, Jan, as well, as always. Isn't she amazing? Aren't they both amazing? You're amazing, because in a few working days, I mean, talk about the stuff of dreams. In a few working days, this is going to be in your family's heirloom collection.
Pieces that are going to last forever. And ever.
And ever.
And ever and ever.
I mean, how many people can say that they own a 7-carat tanzanite? How many people?
It's beautiful.
I don't think many. Wow. Absolutely incredible. And that's just one of your amazing parcel. I refuse to call it a strand. It's a parcel. It's a parcel, isn't it, Jan?
It's absolutely beautiful. And when you sort of handle it, you get goosebumps.
You really do. And this is something really elaborate, you know. This is what you'd expect to be on your Elizabeth Taylors and things like that, when it's got this much tanzanite invested into. Wow, incredible. Talk about, well, Off the chart, exceptional. Well done to everybody. What a deal of the day. In fact, I think probably deal of the year, if not more. Deal of the century, possibly. Who knows? There's more to bring you, more incredible deals, more amazing bundles, more inspiration. And I tell you what, perfect addition to your tanzanite and your pearls would be this beautiful sterling silver ring. It is solid, and it comes with, as you can see, 3, 6, 9 individual jump rings, which is approximately 2 grams. So again, you can see how substantial it is. 9 individual jump rings which you can anchor onto. So if you got involved with the Moonlight kit earlier on, Jan.
Yeah, perfect. You could make some with real movement on it if you wanted to.
Maybe a matching ring to go alongside your anchor or something like that. Absolutely fabulous. But again, maybe put some of the pearls that you just saw on there, or one of your individual tanzanites if you wanted to, and then embellish around it. I just kind of say one more thing on the back of that tanzanite. If you're not necessarily a skilled jewellery maker like myself, design something and take it to a jewellery house. They'll have it done for you, and at a relatively small cost, so it's worth that. But this is the kind of thing which takes all of the difficulty, I suppose, out of making a tanzanite ring out of, you know, the gemstones that we actually offer you here at JewelleryMaker.
Well, it does, because the body of the ring is already there, isn't it? You're just then embellishing it with some beautiful gemstones.
Yeah.
And you could actually channel set the gemstones. If you've got some sort of rondelles, channel set them in between those loops. So that would look beautiful. Yeah,
because you've got the actual sort of valley, I suppose, already made to hold on to those gemstones, and you could even sew through the beginning, through the middle of the gems.
I was going to say, you could actually take out the middle row of loops, so you could get a larger gemstone in there. Yeah. So there's lots of things you can do with it. They're beautiful.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Don't forget, we have got more pearls coming your way as well. So if you love the sort of bubble ring, you know, the ones which create embrace movement and also the beauty of your gemstones. So very Chopard or Piaget, they do a lot of movement with the gemstones. Then this will be absolutely perfect for it. Solid, genuine sterling silver. So this isn't overlay. This isn't one of your base metals. This is 2 grams. So above the average gram weight of any silver jewellery. Our average, I should say, here in the UK is 1.5 grams for sterling silver in a ring. So you have got 2 grams here invested. It's the foundation, it's the base for something which is real quality and adjustable, I should point out. So you can see the quality of the adjustment there, how neat they actually finish against one another. It is adjustable, so you haven't got to worry about the sizes at all. Carmarthenshire, Louisiana, Ted, hello to you, Sue in Hampshire. Lots of people choosing to get more than one of these. Absolutely incredible quality and polish and luster that you're getting from here. I love that split shank.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, like a wishbone effect, isn't it? It's a really beautiful sort of split effect of the actual sterling silver itself. And given the fact that today has been, you know, quite a high-end showcase, but without the high-end price tags, you know, it's a welcome addition, Jan, isn't it? Alongside the kits that you had.
Definitely. And if as you said earlier, you know, you're not used to making rings, or you're sort of new to it, this is a great way of putting your own sort of take on a ring, but having the basics done there for you, ready. Yeah. And that beautiful as well. Like I say, with that split shank as well, it looks really contemporary as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like do you know what? You could even, if you wanted to, remove all of the loops, and you can do that very easily, I suppose. File it down, so you've actually got almost like a silver signet ring.
Yes.
You could then, you could actually stamp onto it. You could engrave onto it if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can do that. That's right, because you're working with a solid sterling silver, so you can do that without sort of any worry at all. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
No problem whatsoever. I mean, you can look how beautiful it looks, just like so. Just you know. So yeah, if I tilt my hand, you can see it's quite textured underneath. So there's nothing stopping you actually wearing this as a plain signet ring.
That'd be great, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Loads of you there. Well done. $6.95 only for a genuine precious metal ring. They're beautiful. Okay, moving on to Peach Moonstone. Haven't seen any of this in a while. They are beautiful and really substantial. Do you know what I noticed straight away is the lovely flex With moonstone, sometimes you get the adolescence, or the more adolescence the better, but this has got almost red sparkles within.
Wow.
Very similar to sunstone, very, very, very similar. It's got a phenomenal ability, so you'll see adolescence. Can you see those red flat flecks internally? They're fabulous, aren't they? You see those red flecks that I was referring to?
Yeah. Wow.
Don't often get that in moonstone. Don't often get that. I mean, how fabulous would this be alongside any of the pearl strands that you've just seen? Because it's that alluring peachy tone. Very, very, very feminine. 240 carats of Norwegian moonstone. Somebody suggesting mixing this with peridot? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty.
That would be lovely. Yeah, that's a nice idea. That's complete contrast. See, I was keeping it all quite pastel, but yeah, I like the contrast idea of that. That would really work. To be honest, there's not many gems that wouldn't work with peach moonstone because it is that lovely earthy, natural. It's kind of nude, isn't it, in its colour?
Yeah. But that's got real depth of colour to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful.
Because sometimes, I don't know if I'm going to be thanked for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sometimes our peach rephrase it. Sometimes peach moonstone can be bordering on brown, which is fine because brown moonstone is still valuable, but this is definite peach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without shadow of a doubt, you know?
You said you can see that those sort of almost red flecks in there as well,
Yeah.
and that sparkle from sort of within it. It's beautiful.
Well, it's not, I mean, if you look at it, it's not brown.
No.
It's not pink. It's not orange. It's definite peach, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And guess what? It's also only $8.95. Again, with any of the pearls that we've had earlier throughout the course of the day, and the ones we are having, we've got Keshi pearls coming up as well this morning in about 15 minutes time. So, and I've also got some top drilled pearls. In fact, shall I lay them across the back of my hand all together? Because I think because you've got the internal adolescence here. Do you notice how I keep doing this with my hand when I'm looking at the strand? Because you've got the internal adolescence. I just think along. Look at this combination. These are the Keshi pearls.
Wow.
These are the top drill pearls, which are coming up a little bit later on. Again, very bridal, very elegant.
Together, aren't they?
Yeah. Look how the pearls then start to light up the white. You know, the adolescence itself. They encourage the adolescence out of the actual moonstone itself. Very vintage, isn't it?
It is very vintage. That is beautiful together, isn't it, as a bundle? So
as a combination. Yeah. They're 10mm plain rounds as well, so very wearable. Again, just restrand these, knot these. Keep it very simple. Stretchy bracelet. Moonstone is a relatively durable gemstone as well. Absolutely fantastic.
Just one as a ring would be beautiful.
Gorgeous. Okay, moving on. All of this chain, but it's not just any chain, this, Rob. It's the ball chain. Do you know this is like gold dust, our ball chain? This quite literally is as it's described. It's got individual balls all the way down. Generally quite an expensive chain. In fact, probably one of the most expensive chains because the actual the amount of metal that has to go in. It's a very durable chain because like I said, the amount of metal that is there. Now you're getting in total 5 meters, so, and they're all in 1 meter lengths. So just to show you everything that you're getting, but you also get the connectors, which are absolutely invaluable. The connectors.
Wow, there's a lot there, isn't there?
There is a lot, yeah. I was going to try and lay it out all nicely and neatly, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to be here all day. What about like sort of Gemma Crow chain dress? Because you've got so much here, 5 meters, and the connectors themselves, which again, I'll tip those out so you can actually see them, because the connectors are... Thanks, Michael. Sorry, I'd not picked up the tweezers, and then I was going to have to do a sort of contortionist twist, which is not going to happen when you're heavily pregnant. Okay, so you also comes with these lovely connectors that I was talking about. They're like little torpedoes.
They are. they're great because they allow you to just connect the ends together and make an instant necklace.
Yeah, I'm not going to describe how you actually connect these together because my description had lots of men wincing. Basically, you put a ball in each side. Leave that there, and you put them into either end of the torpedo, don't you, rather? And see, that I can't say it without it sounding... You know what I mean. Basically, they connect them together, don't they? They connect them together using their torpedoes, and if I actually put one of them back the other way... Here we go. Hang on. Look at that. If I actually twist it round the other way, you can see the finish that you actually get from it as well. I love the ball chain. It's quite industrial looking, but at the same time maintains prettiness.
Yeah, because it's delicate, it's fine and delicate, but you do get that sort of industrial look from it.
Yeah.
So it can be, you know, you really contemporary if you want it to be. Layered up, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And I've tended to use it as well with some stamping, so you've got stamping.
That's a nice
blanks,
idea.
And with that,
well, I
it
guess
adds
the classic
texture.
dog
exactly,
tags are sort of on this kind of chain. Okay, it's all fine. It's less than... That's what, £2 each, yeah? £2 a metre, excluding the cost of your 4 connectors too.
And it's great because you can cut the chain as well at any point along it.
Absolutely.
And you know, and use that end to connect. So yeah, it's brilliant.
So hang on a second. In a metre, you can get at least 2 necklaces and a bracelet, can't you? At least.
Yeah.
And you've got 5 metres worth. Or if you love your lariat necklaces, the fact that this is 1 metre length as well, you know, it's not little lengths. If you wanted something really long, you absolutely could. So great for those that like to wear the 32-inch chains. You know, this could be a nice elongated neckline. You know, it's going right the way down, sort of almost to my belly button if you like. So you can create your lariat styles out of these, couldn't you?
Perfect for that.
Absolutely perfect for that. Or same if you have maybe a plunging neckline piece.
Yeah.
Belts even.
Yeah, but that's a good thing of having, like you say, a metre length. It's not, you can cut off as much as you want, or you can even connect 2 together if you want to, and wrap it around. So there's lots and lots you can do with it. But because it's that ball chain detail, you get all that texture from it as well.
Absolutely,
really
and it has got a lovely amount of texture. It's very unique, the ball chain, and quite contemporary, quite industrial, but also quite feminine at the same time. Okay, gotta move on. Gotta move on. What a show, Jan.
It's been good, hasn't it?
Now, something to use your sterling silver wire with.
Oh, I saw these as well.
No. Bear with me. Yeah. Thank you, Becky. Oh, this with your sterling silver wire that you had earlier on.
I didn't see these in my little mooch around.
Well, we've been hiding it from you, Jan, that's why. Blue lace agate, arguably the most sought after of all your agate because of its beautiful chantilly blue almost. Isn't that exquisite? You get all 3. They're natural, they're not dyed in any way, shape or form, often command some of the highest price points of agates, full stop. With the tanzanite that you just had, with the pearls that you had earlier on, certainly with your silver wire that we had in the last kit. Beautiful banding, look at that, the formation. You can understand why blue lace agate is some of the most sought after. It's really delicate. Delicate and dreamlike.
It is, isn't it? It's very it's very feminine. Although it's blue, it's very feminine, that soft blue tone.
Yeah.
And it is, we're talking about emotional gemstones. This, for me, the colour of it, it reminds me of my mum, because this was my mum's favourite colour. And so, like you say, you have that connection with it. So whenever I see blue lace agate, I think of mum because of the colour.
See, now again, emotional attachment that we were talking about there. Already 1/4 of the stock has gone straight away. We need to bring that price tag in. Oh, $7.95. Okay. For blue lace agate?
No.
I mean, again, to wire wrap this, Jan, to maybe create one of your wonderful necklaces that you did in the last designer inspiration. Again, look on YouTube if you've just tuned in. How easy would it be?
Really, really easy. I mean, it's a nice size to work with. Make great rings.
Yeah.
So
they are a lovely size, aren't
yeah.
they?
So you wouldn't have to do too much. Again, because the stone is so beautiful and it's got all that detail in it, you'd want to keep it pretty minimal, really.
Yeah.
Or the design that Sue did, something
Yeah.
like that. But
I was just thinking exactly the same.
Incorporating the cabochon in there. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Do exactly what Sue did here.
Yeah.
Take the gemstone wire, wrap it beautifully like this, but with your silver wire maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, it's just because of the quality of the gemstones themselves. I'm thinking maybe they might command it, but it's such a delicate gemstone. And I can understand Jan's emotional attachment to it because it's very soft, it's beautiful. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of dreams and clouds and things like that. Absolutely amazing, well done. And thank you once again, Sue, for your exquisite pieces of jewellery. Amazing. Barbara in Cumbria is saying ethereal.
Yeah, that's the word. That's it.
They are ethereal.
They are. Yeah.
Whimsical.
Yeah. You think of like angels and fluffy clouds and.
Do you know there's I forget what there's a network I think it's an American network called DreamWorks. You know, at the start of DreamWorks, it actually has got the azure blue and the clouds and everything like that. It is.
Yeah.
That's right, the little boy fishing off the moon. That's right. It's that kind of colour and that kind of dreamy like connection that we get with like lace agate, and it's natural. Hello to you, Veronica, Margaret, Belinda, Celia, Stuart, Sue, Sue-Ann, Marion, Swetha, Norfolk, Suffolk, Chantal, Julie and Joyce. Hello to you, Joanne and Jennifer, all the J's. Hello to you, Ray and Maria and Berkshire and Elizabeth. I need to move on. Again, lots of you still there. Well done to each and every single one of you. Okay, shall I do some fantastic bars? I love these. They're very great Gatsby's. Well, I love bars, yeah. I haven't been in a bar in a long time. Right. Feels like it. I've been pregnant forever. Oh. Yeah, Ollie's saying, you wait till you have that first glass of wine. Woo! I reckon it will be, you know. Black agate. Ooh. They remind me of Great Gatsby straight away, and they always do, and I don't think that'll ever change, and I know you've heard me say that before. I think it's a fab film, that. Amazing film. You do get two. Now they're graduated, so they taper down. Can you see that? Really, really tactile and smooth. You can feel the glossy finish of these. I always say the same. Memory wire, the medium-sized memory wire, have them as fab earrings. That's what I would do. They are very 1920s, aren't they?
Yeah, very deco, aren't they?
Very, very, very deco. You could just put one on a cord, and that's it. That's all you need.
I've made rings with them before.
Make your rings, yeah, because you've got the elongation of the bar.
So you can have it going sort of across the finger.
Well, that's a nice idea. Actually, turn them into gemstone crosses. I like that idea. I've not seen that before, Jan.
They're beautiful. And again with the pearls.
With the pearls,
just
have that
the
monochrome.
Black and the white would look stunning.
Absolutely. Now don't forget, we pretty much sold out the last ones. I think we did sell out entirely. Oh, they've both gone, yeah? I mean, is that not classic meets contemporary?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know, you could think of any designer really, black and white monochromes. Coco Chanel's probably the most obvious because she said black and white are in perfect harmony. And they are, aren't they? Yeah. In perfect harmony. Look at this. So the Keshi pearls will go amazing. You're getting both 70 carats of your black agate for £9.95. I love them. I absolutely love the silkiness. You know, it's like, you can almost imagine these being like satin sheets, couldn't you? Beautifully lustrous.
Yeah, but they're very soft and, like you say, very silky looking. But again, you can make simple jewellery, but statement jewellery, you could thread those on, maybe with the pearls in between or spacer beads in between, chain, and that's it, you're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
I like Ollie's idea. Ollie's just said Gemma Crow's crow. Have you seen the crow that Gemma actually created?
Yes.
Maybe these are the feet.
Oh, wow. That's Cool idea.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? Or even the beak, shall I say? Or the wings. Yeah, absolutely. They'd be incredible like that. It's like liquid. It really is that thick, liquid, pure black. It doesn't get any more pure in terms of its depth and its tone.
It's like a real midnight sky, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really.
There's nothing blacker than what you're looking at right now. You know, absolutely incredible. Well done. Again, very busy. A lovely lustre across the surface, of course. You're not going to see internal clarity or anything like that. It's all about the polish and the finish. So absolutely fabulous. Okay, shall we bring you... Is it the brand new Keshi Pearls time? 10 minutes now. Look, we've got so many deals continuing after this hour, so make sure you do stay tuned. Tune in with us on the web if you can, all the W's at JewelleryMaker.com. But it is time. I've been talking about it since 8 a.m. this morning, which by the way has absolutely flown by because we've got Jan and you've all. I've had the privilege of your company. We launched some amazing gemstones today. It is time for our brand new Keshi Pearl. I've just given you a sneaky peek, and it's up next. Now, Rob, my producer, he's a very happy boy. You're a happy boy, Rob, aren't you? We've had a very busy show. All the launches have gone particularly well. So he's just saying, you know what? I'm going to do something a bit special. Ollie knows the price, and he's just said, jump on the phone line. I know the price. Let's just say this is a thank you. It is a thank you. We've still got the deal of the day behind us. Yeah, do you know what? Might as well leave that there. Can we just leave that there? Because it is another... I think it's an addition to the deal of the day.
Right. I'm worried now.
You will not believe. Now... Keshi Pearls and Biwa Pearls, Jan.
Yep.
Because of 2016 and and the popularity of Keshi Pearls and Biwa Pearls, it's pushed the price up, hasn't it?
Yes, definitely. No, not here.
Not
today.
This is pure and simply because Rob, my producer, is a very happy boy.
I'm not going to be happy though, am I?
You, unless you can be one of the 200, probably not.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Jan.
That's okay.
You might be able to have these, a studio sample. Okay. Okay. Big, beautiful, angled, obscured, intricate, individual, unique, characterful Keshi Pearls. Graphics are on your screens. You can bet your bottom dollar, Jewellery Makers, we've got way more than 200 viewers watching right now. Way more than 200 people who absolutely love their pearls. Way more than 200 people who are out to get an amazing, amazing acquisition at the most affordable price tag. And you know what? Mission accomplished. This was not what was originally planned in the schedule. Rob, my producer, says, I'm happy. I'm happy. We've had a stonking show. We have. The launches of and you've been absolutely incredible in making sure that you don't miss out on these on sort of your tanzanites and the pearls that we had earlier on and the kits. We've had so many sellouts, Jan, haven't we?
It's been an amazing show. I've had such a good time.
Me too. Almost 100 allocated within seconds. So this is kind of like a thank you very much to all of our jewellery makers. If you're new and you've never shopped with us before, dial through. It's a free telephone number, get it home, restrand it, look at the tutorials on our website, dead easy. Join us on Facebook because we're very interactive. If you've got any questions for Jan, you can find her Facebook page.
Yep.
If you want to get in touch with me, you can as well. Jan's the one to go to with pearls though, in terms of what to do with them and in terms of how to restrand them, etc. And similarly, speak to our wonderful Jewellery Maker family because and friends, because they are very interactive and helpful. How many have gone now? Okay, 100 have checked out, that's confirmations, 100 still in baskets, and people still on the phone lines. Have you, Keshi pearls at $6.95 just does not happen.
Again, it doesn't compute, does it?
No.
That doesn't go with that price tag. They're absolutely beautiful.
They're really big too.
They are. Actually,
you know, they're not small Keshi pearls.
No, they're stunning. And the colours that are coming from them, you can't actually see them on screen, but look in here, you can see all the different colours sort of, they're beautiful. The lustre on them is just stunning.
Are we in celebration of someone's birthday? It's Queen's birthday today, or one of her birthdays, isn't it? Happy birthday, Queenie. She's all about pearls, isn't she? I love our Queen.
Yeah.
I love her. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get it. There's, you know, different sides of the fence on that one, but I do think she's amazing. It's also, can I just say happy birthday to my unofficial goddaughter, by the way, who was born particularly early this time last year, and bless her, she was teeny weeny. Happy birthday, Poppy.
And my little brother as well, Jake.
And your little brother Jake,
yeah.
Michael's little brother Jake, happy birthday, Jake.
Can I say hello to my Auntie Jean as well?
Auntie Jean.
Auntie Jean, happy birthday.
Oh, I tell you what, all the best people born on the 21st of April. Happy birthday to my friend Craig. There's lots of birthdays today then. Yeah. Oh, I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Lots of people getting busy this time. Let's see, count back 9 months. Only joking, I'm not going to go there. Ollie goes into $6.95 only for Keshi pearls. Patricia's saying happy birthday to my son James. Happy birthday, James. Happy birthday. Quickly get your birthday thing, your messages in. You've got 1 minute to do it before, well, unless you obviously tune in on the web. Quantity, we've still got some, but very limited. Absolutely amazing Keshi pearls. We've got coming up in the next hour, can I show you this? Top drilled. So we've had a little showcase of pearls throughout the course of the morning, Jan. Everyone so far has sold out, and this is going to be exactly the same. Exactly the same. We've got sterling silver faceted beads coming up in this hour as well. So again, if you lose us on Freeview, tune in on all the W's at JewelleryMaker.com. More incredible bundles and deals. So lovely to have your company. Can I just say again, from the bottom of my heart, massive congratulations on all of your purchases today. The kits were stunning, weren't they? Your amazing tanzanite, the graded tanzanite, and the pearls, amongst others. More from Jan coming your way in the next hour. Hope you can join us. We love you lots and lots and lots.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then head over to our website and check out our Get Started page. Watch the welcome message from presenter Carol and find out all about Jewellery Maker. Watch one of our easy to follow tutorials where our guest designers will teach you the basics and give you the confidence to start making earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need